Yo, what's up everyone? How's it going? So, I have been blessed to announce for the Geometry Dash World Tournament Finals, and I am super stoked that I was asked to do this because I live in South Korea, so it's crazy. I'm here to announce the World Finals. It's going to be South Korea versus Mexico, and it's gonna be insane. These teams have gone through a lot to get here. So both Korea and Mexico, they started in the same group stage D, and they moved through the ranks, through the group stage, and then into the quarterfinals and then the semifinals to make it all the way here. South Korea, they made it through the group stage, and then they beat Canada, my home country. They beat my home country. They beat Canada, and then they beat France, and now they've made it to the finals. Mexico made it through the group stage, and then they beat Brazil in a very close match, and then beat Romania to make it to the finals. And yeah, they've met here, and it's going to be insane. So a lot of people don't know how this works. So basically how each of these rounds work. There's going to be 4 rounds in total. The levels that are being played, you can see it on the screen right now. I put a little graphic there. They're being played for different times. Now, in that time, 2 players are going to go against each other. For example, Baeru and Diris are going to go against each other in the first round. And there is a qualifying percentage. I believe in the first level, it's like 55%. What that means is they have 20 minutes to play the level over and over as many times as possible to get over the qualifying percentage. If they get over the qualifying percentage, then that attempt, they get that many points for what percent they are. So if they get like 60%, they get 60 points. However, if they beat the level, they don't only get 100 points, they get 150 points. They get a bonus 50 for completing the level. And so they try, and they can theoretically beat the level over and over and over again and get tons of points. So that's how it works. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be awesome. So I am going to now switch screens here, and we're gonna introduce the co-announcer, who I think you guys know who is. So let me just get that up and going. All right, Aeon, I believe you can say hello now. Oh, one sec. Sorry, guys. Aeon, you can't say hello yet. I switched something. Now you can say hello.
Hi, everyone. What's up? Hope everyone's having a great day.
There you go.
If you don't know me, I'm Aeon Air. I'm now retired Geometry Dash YouTuber and player. And I'm going to be talking with Eric and having fun doing the World Tournament today.
That's right. Yeah, I'm super excited because there's just something about live Geometry Dash play where people are battling against each other that hits different than just grinding a level all by yourself. Like, it's just way more stressful, and it's very like high stakes, it feels like. And so it's super exciting to be a part of this. This is gonna be awesome.
Absolutely. And I think this particular format especially is really exciting because when you play a level, right, you just kind of like get good enough to beat it once. These players have been spending the past couple weeks now just grinding this one level that they're going to be playing against each other to absolute perfection, to the point where they are probably the best players in the world on this specific level. And it's going to be super exciting seeing them just crush it. I've been watching here on the side. They've been warming up and practicing a little bit on the side before the tournament, and I've already seen them beat the levels a couple of times, and it's just like, it's impressive. It's so impressive seeing them beat something this hard just consistently over and over again.
That's right, because it's one thing just beating a level once, but being able to consistently do the level over and over again, it's insane. But anyways, we're gonna move on. We're gonna introduce the players for the first match. So first of all, let's talk about the level. The level is Rage. It's a level that was verified by Nswish, and the players are gonna have 20 minutes to beat this level as many times as possible. So this level is interesting because each section only appears once, and the color of the section is the color of the portal. So the robot's like white, the wave section's blue, spider parts, you know, it's cool. It's a very cool level. So the first player I'm going to introduce is a player from Team Korea named Baeru, and Baeru has been around in the game for quite a long time. The 37th best player in the world, the 3rd best in Korea, 36 of the top 150 demons lists, and the verifier of Trufet, Shuketsu, and Esfera. So, I am going to ask Baeru some questions if you're ready, Baeru. My Korean is bad, but I will definitely try my best. So, Baeru, 인터뷰 준비됐어요?
네, 괜찮습니다.
아, 네. 죄송합니다. 나 한국말 더럽게 못했어. 난 죄송합니다.
괜찮아요.
네.
잘하고 계십니다.
감사합니다. So, Rage 11은 연습할 때 몇 번 성공했어요? 연습할 때 좀 정도.
사실 제가 이거를 성공 횟수를 세지 않아서 이게 몇 번인지는 모르겠지만
아하,
그래도, 네. 그래도 꽤 적당히 깼다고 생각합니다.
네. 그리고 지금은 이거 마지막 이벤트니까 마지막 조금 긴장돼요? 긴장?
네, 진짜 지금 긴장 많이 하고 있는데 이것 때문에 연습한 만큼 결과가 나오지 않는다면 살짝 슬플 것 같습니다. 네.
네. Well, fighting. All right. Aeon, you can introduce Diris.
Okay, so Diris.
Oh, sorry. 1 sec. I didn't translate anything. I'm sorry. I was talking and I'm like, oh, of course people can understand what I'm saying. So Baeru has beaten this level many times in practice mode. And also I asked him if how he was feeling about the event. And he's feeling, a little bit nervous because he's practiced so hard to get to this point. And so that's what I asked. Anyways, go on. Yeah, sorry.
I was about to say, because I didn't understand anything. I'm just sitting here like awkward, like, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Diris is a top 120 player from Mexico who is the 4th best player in Mexico as well and currently has beaten 20 out of the top 150. But they're also a long-standing player having over 60 legacy levels beaten. So for those of you who do not know, beating legacy levels means beating levels while they are on the list and then falling off. So Diris has been around for a very, very long time, with their hardest being Mayhem, which is the currently 26th hardest level in the game. So a very, very skilled player. Diris sadly didn't want an interview, but we're going to be wishing him luck either way. And I think this is going to be a really cool and close match.
All right, guys. So, Baeru and Diris, I want you guys to go to the menu screen and please get ready. Whew.
And both of you, before starting, please update the level, refresh it so there's no level edit or anything. So if you can just hit the level refresh, there we go.
All right, so everything looks good. All right, so players,
awesome.
Get ready. We are about to go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, good luck.
Horns.
Yeah, dude, bringing back the MLG from like 2015. I mean, I know we're getting old, but geez, Aeon.
Dude, I was watching a video earlier today about like the history of MLG because it looked interesting. So I'm just kind of like in that mindset recently.
Gotcha. So Diris has already died once, as well as a Baeru. Now, one thing I heard about these live events is the first few attempts, there's a lot of nerves going into it, especially in the finals right now. Of course, there's tons of nerves going into this. And so, because of that, the first few attempts can be like extremely nerve-wracking until you find a groove, and then you find like more successful attempts like as you get longer into the round, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because I was watching Diris on the side here, just playing the level on his own while we were just chatting and setting everything up, and he beat it 3 times in the time span we took just chilling here, right?
Wow. Yeah.
But I can imagine the stress must be like through the roof, because like I know how it is playing under pressure, but I can't imagine in like a scenario where so many people are just watching you trying to beat a level over and over again that you feel confident with. That confidence is like through the roof, but like it's scary, dude.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very scary.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I'll tell you what, even I get nervous live streaming playing these levels by myself, like that aren't even as hard as what they're doing. Like when I streamed like Stereo Extremeness, I was just like nervous when I got to the end, like shaky, like, oh, I better do it. Like these are people competing in a finals, like for, oh, by the way, the first points, Baeru, 65. Awesome. Definitely cooking. Hell yeah. But yeah, like
Getting
this
into the
is
group
nerve
early
wracking.
on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and not just the fact that you're playing in front of a lot of people and in like a scenario where you are playing to perform, but there's also a prize pool of $600, I believe, to the winning team. So there's also that monetary gain on the side, because not everyone can say that they've played GD and won prize money, right?
Oh, for
There's
sure.
that little extra tidbit of exciting.
Yeah. I also was supposed to mention that in the intro and I forgot, so I thank you. Absolutely. I was like, there's something I'm missing here. Okay, anyway, so we haven't seen any points on the board yet. This level
No, we
is
saw it for
well, no. Since Baeru got the points is what I'm saying. Like, so we haven't seen any points. I need to get better at commentating. So we haven't seen any points yet, but Diris is looking like he's getting
Here is
far.
going to qualification there. Dude, I cannot imagine getting super consistent with this level because the wave right before qualifying, that wave just breaks my mind, dude. I look
Yeah.
at that and it's just
Oh yeah, for sure. Like also, it's just that's
92.
yeah, that's a
I was
lot of
3
points.
jumps away from completion.
Although, yeah, 92 is good though because it does put Diris in the lead. But it does suck not getting the extra 50 points from the victory, being so
Yeah,
close
and
to the end.
especially when the last couple inputs are just like a couple robot jumps. But
For
those
sure.
jumps look scary. You have to land like in between the spikes and then jump like perfectly right out of it. So I feel like with pressure, those jumps have to be really rough.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, easily this is one of the
Baeru
most
also
high
won
pressure
the big game, by the
situations you
way.
can be. Oh
Baeru
yeah, that's
at
right.
73%.
73, nice. So that does put him in the lead because he's had 2 qualifying attempts now, as compared to
Look
Diris's
at how
one.
short this level is.
Yeah,
This like snap, and suddenly they're like, oh, they're at 70%. Oops.
yeah. This is a very cool level. Have you played this level?
No, it's one of the few levels that I just don't think I can do because the ball part, especially like super spammy. I just don't think I have the CPS for it.
I see,
It's,
yeah.
like, super straining on the hand. Like you have to be like a god at clicking fast for this level.
For sure. And that's one thing that I gotta say, like, there are certain levels that when you're stressed out or getting nervous, as long as there's not like a high CPS, it's not as bad. But when you're stressed and there's a high CPS, you know, like that is just that just
it's
adds
having,
to
like,
it.
Your hand like a lock. It's just, you're trying to click fast and then you just kind of like freezes up. It's like can't hit the CPS requirement.
For sure.
That'll be rough.
I mean, that happens to me too, but it's just because I'm old and 37 years old, so.
Old and decrepit.
Okay. Well, let's not go that far. Okay, I'm getting old but decrepit. Holy. Look at this.
In
Co-announcer.
the context of Geometry Dash.
Okay, okay, yeah. That's right.
I mean, I'm old and decrepit in the context of GD. Let's be real here
Jeez.
for a sec. I keep getting the old person allegations every single day.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a cold. I'm coughing a bit, but
Don't worry about it.
yeah. So this
We're
is
seeing Diris hop into the wave, so we might see another qualification. Because from
Yep.
what I know, this wave close.
oh dang.
Wave I've heard gets super consistent.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of deaths in the
Really hard to
ship.
pay attention to.
In the ship, a lot of deaths in like
I've
some of the
heard
straight
ship
flies.
is like the hard part. The ship
Okay.
is like stupidly difficult because you have to go like there's a lot of ship consistency and ship control. You see like that one stray fly with the fixed hitboxes is one thing, but another thing is all the ship control necessary to go between the cogwheels and having a lot of like vertical movement with it, right?
Yeah. Okay. Baeru is 74. Nice. A lot of extra points there. Yeah, because I know this level is short, and I was thinking that possibly we were going to be seeing a lot of points right out the gate, but it is looking at that wave, dude. The wave in the ship. It's just like, how do you get consistent at something like that? Like that is, it's monstrous. That looks
Yeah.
so hard.
It's actually one of those wave parts that I wanted to do for like the old video series I did, where I tried to like do parts of like individual levels to like get better. This wave was one of them, but I could never do it. It was just straight up, it just bent my brain to a point where I was like, nope.
Interesting.
I just can't do it. It's just so, it was just so much just, I don't know. There's something about wave parts where you're like going through like flat ground and going up in between spikes that just makes no sense to my brain.
For sure.
Diris did get points though. I think he died like right out of the 55 for qualifying, getting like, I think it was 58 maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, looks like it. All right.
Yeah,
so,
there we go. Another one for Diris.
Yeah, that's right. So this is going to make it really close, possibly even put him in the lead. Oh, wow. This is big. I wonder if there's a victory.
Baeru got 85. I didn't catch it. Diris might have a completion here.
If Diris completes this.
Jumps again.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, dude, that was so close. Oh, that does get him a lot of points, though. It does tighten it up. But Baeru is going back. Yeah. Back to the points. Wow. Okay, this is getting exciting.
Paying attention.
So, like was mentioned, they are getting more consistent as the match goes on. As we've noticed, that we've had some banger attempts. Ooh,
yeah, there we go. Completion number 1.
Okay. Yeah, Baeru having completed it. Insane.
Dude, it's so just impressive seeing someone to be this consistent. Because I know how hard this level is. Because as I mentioned, I have tried it in the past. And I think this level is about... I don't remember if it's as hard as or similar difficulty to the RGB, Yatagarasu Sonic Wave Erebus. But those are hard levels. And being able to just whip out a completion within 10 minutes is just so impressive.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and live in front of a bunch of people, you know, like, and fighting for a team that's depending on you. These players have a lot of bravery to do what they're doing right now. Like, I lock up playing by myself, right? Like, this is a whole other level of like competitive Geometry Dash playing, which is awesome. And the people that throw on this tournament, the GD World Tournament, you guys like do fantastic job. This is such a integral part to the community, and seeing this and being a part of it is just incredible.
Yeah. And to answer Beanable, who asked if this was around base cave difficulty, this is one of those levels that very similar to things like Super Probably level, just keeps climbing up the perceived difficulty, where it was initially placed around base cave. It wasn't really considered to be that hard. And then as time goes on, people just realize, oh, it's really hard. Diris with the 69% and Baeru as well in the 70s now.
Nice.
74.
Yeah.
Very nice. Double qualifying in the same attempt, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So there is still quite a lot of time left. So it is anyone's game. There's 10 minutes and 40 seconds. So it could be anyone's game, but Diris does have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, but in competition like this, it is so easy to just have like 5 minutes of inconsistency and mind block, and you lose all that lead immediately.
That's right.
It is super easy to just completely lose your consistency if you just lose your focus for even a split second.
100%.
And it seems like Diris is right back into qualifying. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesus Christ.
He's fighting, man. He's fighting for it. And yeah,
Really
so
is.
Baeru with a death there. Oh, darn. But Baeru with a death there, like getting decently far. So that's good. Baeru dying and getting some points. That does tighten the gap a little bit. It is just one level completion away from Diris being in the lead. So it is still really tight.
I don't know how many rebeats Baeru had, but if in the bottom left, you can see that Diris has 11 rebeats. So he very might well just crank out a couple of them, so we never know.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he got to the last jump. We know he's able to during...
Yeah, he's died to the last jump and the robot, and I think he's died to the robot twice, so multiple 80-plus deaths. It's just... It could be anyone's game.
Although Baeru getting...
Yeah.
Getting into qualifying territory here.
Man, the more I look at this level is really cool.
It is cool. Like this level. I love the color theming, how each section is the color of the previous portal.
I didn't even notice that until you mentioned it. I was like, oh, that's really sick.
Yeah, Treble mentioned it in like a little bit of the level info, and I just thought that was like so cool. I absolutely love when levels kind of experiment with theming like that.
Baeru with an 80 death as well, by the way.
Yep, that's right.
Man, it's so mesmerizing.
Oh,
I feel like I'm going to
100%.
mention that like 50 times over, but it's so just mesmerizing seeing people be so good at the game.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. You know, as you and I have been like playing this game for a long time, as well, you know, a lot of these players in the tournament have been, but we've seen, I think we have a unique perspective where we've been in it for like, for me, it's going to be 10 years soon. And for you, it'll be more. Yeah. And that's, so we've seen like the skill go from, you know, like Cataclysm being considered an impossible level to where we are today, you know, where I'm sure these players could like do Cataclysm like multiple times in a row, right?
Absolutely, dude. I had this conversation not long ago where it was, we were talking about like when.
Baeru with a qualifying, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
Cool. Anyways,
really sick. But yeah, we were talking about like the highest on the list something was when I beat it, and it's like I'm doing Deimos right now, which is number 15, and you would think that is like absolutely crazy, which it is. But that would be like my 6th highest on the list in terms of like when I beat it. Because I've been playing for so long. I did Cataclysm when it was like top 20.
Yeah, that's right.
Diris with a 69%.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. A lot of 69s, huh? I think there's a
maturity had to kick in for a sec.
I mean, it's 69. You got to say it. You can't not say it.
Exactly.
I think there's one particular input at 69 that's getting him. Yeah. That's right.
Maybe they're doing it on purpose.
Man, I was on the demons list too. Tell you what, I beat Cataclysm when it was like 41st on the list, and I remember yelling, "I'm on the top demons list!" You know, like definitely
Baeru with an 80 deaths as well.
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, Baeru is definitely widening the gap here. I think Baeru is just really consistent at getting to the qualifying percentage, because I would even go to say, like, while practicing this level, maybe a strategy is not even to practice all the way to the end. It's just like getting consistent enough to get a qualifying percentage every time, like just being hyper consistent at the first 55
as well.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. That does help. Still over 200 points away though, and there's 6 minutes left, so time is running out, but anything can happen.
As I said, just a couple minutes of inconsistency is all it takes.
Yes.
I wanted to mention it though, because you have a very unique perspective on the whole. You've been playing for a long time, because you verified an insane demon that was on the list.
That's absolutely right. Subterranean animism, baby. Dude, that's a great level. I rebeat it like a year ago, and I was like, dude, what a banger.
It is a good level. I really liked it. I beat it when it came out as well.
All right, so
they're like first.
Diris with another qualifying that popped up. So 150 points would put Diris in the lead if Diris could get a successful run. So the gap is closing now, and actually it's quite a wild comeback. But Baeru is getting into qualifying range, so that is going to further widen the gap. So it'll be harder for Diris to catch up.
I mean, as I said, if Baeru just happens to get caught in the beginning for a little bit and Diris catches a completion, it's going to turn quick. Yeah,
but it's over 200 points away now, and there's only 5 minutes left.
Yeah. That dash orb at 74 seems to be giving both of them a lot of trouble, though. The dash orb in the ball there has killed them a lot. But it is the super high CPS part that I was mentioning. That is the reason why I haven't played this personally.
Yeah, but another qualifying, and Diris is back within 1 completion away.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be tight, dude. I can't imagine how it's gonna be in the last round.
Yeah, no, this is exciting. This is exciting because it is anyone's game. And Diris, oh no, the ship death. The ship is crushingly hard. My God, like I consider myself, the ship is my favorite game mode. And like even so, for example, if there's a ship part that's a little bit harder than the rest of the level at my skill level, I go, okay, I can do it, right? But this ship I look at and I'm like, no, that's insane. Like, no.
You could try it. It would be a fun little challenge video, just doing like some really hard ship parts from tough levels.
That is a good idea.
Especially this one, considering how much control you require. Because it's not like a Promethean where it's just a bunch of stray fly, right? Like a slightly tilted stray fly. It's just a bunch of control.
For sure.
Very few inputs.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's a great idea for a video. Aeon, I know you're not into the content creation, but supply me with more video ideas, please, because I think I'm gonna.
I mean, I did that video like 4 years ago, man. You just gotta steal the idea.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, now that you're not doing memes, I was like, it's not my time. Now I started doing memes, and I was like, if Aeon's not gonna do it, I may as well. And I've been loving it.
Gotta
so
give Sika the competition.
Yeah, I mean, he is. Although I made a meme video like many years ago with Red Husey. But that was ages ago. Okay, so we haven't had any completions or any qualifying runs in a bit, but Diris is getting into qualifying range right now. This is
both of them have been kind of like stuck in the ship in the wave.
That's right. This is a very important attempt for Diris right now. This is gonna make or break the match, and he's getting really far.
If we get a completion here, he's gonna.
Oh, darn!
So close to sniping the lead.
I know, but it's still anyone's game but Baeru is getting close to qualifying range now. I would say if Baeru does qualify here, then perhaps it's gonna be game over. Not quite game over. Depends on how far he gets, but it's getting there.
I don't know, if Diris passes the ship here, I feel like there's a good chance that he can keep the 60-point difference here. Although, Baeru is looking like there's a possibility for a completion here.
Baeru popping off! Popping off! Oh, damn! So yeah, okay. Baeru popping off with the completion. That's going to be hard, but Diris is in qualifying range. If Diris can get this, because remember, when the timer does run out, they are allowed to finish that last attempt, and so it's still anyone's game at this point.
Completion here.
Yeah.
That gap is immediately just shut off.
Oh
my god, the double completion?
Oh my god, okay.
Oh, that could be huge.
This is
really huge.
This is big. This is nuts. Oh my.
One mistake from Baeru here. Dying to the ship in the 30s is scary because all Diris needs now is qualification and getting over 60%, and the gap is gone.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So the pressure is on for Diris, but the onus is on Diris to be able to take this away, because if nothing does happen in the next few minutes, then Diris is going to lose. So
absolutely.
Oh, dude, 36%. No.
Oh, that is so terrifying. They have they have 2 good attempts left, pretty much. With the minute 20 seconds left on the clock.
Oh man, this is wild. This is so wild.
This is tense, dude.
Yeah,
I can definitely see Diris getting a little bit of the shake here, though, trying to
for sure
really lock in here.
For sure. So Baeru passing the ship. So this could seal the deal for Baeru's victory right now. Baeru getting into qualifying range at 55. It depends on how far he gets. If he dies and doesn't make the gap a complete 150, then there is a chance for Diris to come back. But if Baeru were to complete the level right now, then I think it's going to seal the deal and be GG's. And it looks like he is.
Clutch master, though.
Oh, dude.
An absolute clutch legend.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Baeru. Awesome.
That was a really, really, really close match, all things considered. That is wild.
Yeah.
That final completion mattered so much.
That's right. It did. That was huge. That was huge. So yeah, I don't think there's no way to close the gap at this point. And that's gonna be the end of that. So holy, what an insane match that was for both players.
They were on his final attempt though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's allowed to finish this.
The gap even more.
Yep.
If the game goes 2-2, this could be very vital points, because if they end up tying 2 games each, then it is point difference.
That's
so
right.
The final points on the board here for Baeru could be very important if it comes down to the tie.
100%.
It could be another completion.
Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, like Aeon said, these points very important, because if there is a tie game, then the total points does matter. All right, so that's it. Players, Baeru and Diris, you guys played awesome. You guys both managed completions. Wow, what an exciting match that was, because it was close up until the very end. And then Baeru just popped off and got a completion, and then another one in the overtime. So, I guess, Baeru, I'll ask you a question. Baeru.
Yep.
베이루가 잘 하는 것 같아요?
생각했던 것보다 조금 잘 안 되긴 했는데
네.
그래도 마지막에 연속 2번으로 깨가지고 만족스러워요.
네, 마지막에 갑자기 그 성공 100% 2번 했으니까 그 전에 엄청 가까웠어. 근데 그렇게 했어. 와, 신기했어요. 그래서 우리 재밌게 봤어요. 수고했어요.
감사합니다.
So, yeah, Baeru was saying he felt like he didn't play as good as he could, but he was very fortunate that he popped off at the end and got those 2 clears. And
Absolutely. Those 2 final minute completions definitely mattered.
yeah, so what an insane match. So Korea has a team score of 1. And at this point, we are just going to take a 5-minute break, and I'll still be here. I'm going to be talking to you guys in chat. I'll read some I'll read some donations and stuff, and yeah, I'll chill here. But let's take a little bit of a break, and I'm also going to get some Discord stuff. I'll deafen it, and then I'll just be here chatting with you guys. So you guys won't be able to hear Aeon at all, but yo. I appreciate all the support on the stream, by the way, to you guys in chat. Pan Pianka, thank you for the donation. Let the tournament begin. Yeah. Laser, thank you for the $8. Keeping your donation streak. I really appreciate that. And Pan Pianka, thank you for the extra donation. Very, very hype indeed. Jackson, thank you for the $1. Slimy, thank you for the $2. You guys are all awesome. And I guess I got to ask you guys directly to my chat here. What did you guys think of the match, of the round? I thought, honestly, it was beyond my expectation just how close that was and how excited I was playing it. That was insane. Yo, Austin, thank you for the $2 as well. Highly appreciated. Yeah, it was amazing. These guys played their heart out, and in a very high stress situation. What a match. And it's gonna continue getting crazier and crazier. Eric Van Korean. I'll tell you what, my Korean's not that good. I studied Korean up till about like getting to like intermediate level, like beginner intermediate. And then I kind of stopped studying because I was too busy raising a family and, you know, just raising a family really is when I stopped studying. And so I haven't studied in a long time, and I've just been learning as I go. But I understand Korean very well, and I can read it well. But like speaking, I need to work on it. I'm good at like basic stuff, but like I've never interviewed someone in Korean before. So please forgive me. Please forgive my Korean. Please. Okay, I'm just getting the next stream ready here. We'll take another break for another like couple minutes, and then we will absolutely go live here for some more. Eric, you did really well. I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, thank you. Thank you, but I'm not quite sure. All right, guys. One trick. Thank you for the $1, dude. Appreciate that. The Korean tab. I live in the Korean tab. Man, I love living in Korea, by the way. Honestly, great country. It is. It is, it's so convenient here. Love Korean food. So to all the Korean viewers that are here in chat, your food is absolutely delicious, and I've been eating it for like 10 years, and God, it's so good. To all the Koreans in chat, I know 한국 fan 많아요 여기. 한국 후라이 치킨 짱이에요. 치맥. 근데 후라이 치킨 자주 먹으면 배 아플 수 있었어. 그래서 난 치킨 좋아해서 삼계탕 먹어야지. 삼계탕. Yeah. Samgyetang is like, I love samgyetang. It's like a Korean like chicken soup, chicken ginseng soup. It's the best. Honestly, it's the absolute best. Jaju to say nice. Yeah. Samgyetang it's just such an amazing dish. I mean, there's a lot of good food in Korea. It's so flavorful. I was visiting Canada, visiting family and eating at some restaurants, and I was like, man, this food's like so boring compared to Korean food. It's so boring. Oh man. Yeah, but dude, love Korean food so much. Jack, thanks for the $2, dude. Next Yada stream when? Soon. I'll stream Yada when I can. Probably maybe tomorrow. Not entirely sure. Anyways, so break time is finished. We're gonna come back with round number 2. Let me just undeafen everyone on Discord. All right, so it looks like Aeon, I think you can chat. Are you here?
Hello.
Yo. Okay.
I'm back.
Okay, excellent. We're back. Everything, the stream looks like it's going well. Just gotta make sure I got the right. Yeah. Okay. So, round number 2. The level that's being played is Sonic Wave Rebirth. So there's a lot of Sonic Wave levels. So to you guys that are confused, Sonic Wave Rebirth is like the old remake of Sonic Wave that was made by Funny Game and Serpunge, which, Aeon, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the exact same gameplay, right?
It is not the exact same gameplay. There are a couple changes, but they're pretty much indistinguishable from the regular Sonic Wave. The biggest difference, though, is the visuals, because the visuals do make certain things easier and harder.
Oh,
so
interesting.
They even out to be just about the exact same difficulty. It kind of depends on the player. I personally think Rebirth is slightly harder, and I know people who think that regular Sonic Wave is harder.
Interesting.
They're slightly different, but it's so negligible, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, well that's interesting, because yeah, I did hear it was the Mephew version, which if you don't know who Mephew is, he's the guy that died at like 98% on his version of Sonic Wave, and so wasn't able to verify it until Sunix came to verify it way back in the day. Anyways, the players are going to have 30 minutes for this round, so this is a much longer round than the other one, so they'll have more time to qualify, to get some qualifying attempts in. The qualifying percent on this one is 54%, which is quite a long way into the level. 54% in a Sonic Wave is like over a minute into it, isn't it?
Yeah, I was surprised because that is right past the first wave. I was expecting it to be around 4.
Sorry, you cut out there for a sec.
49, which is like a little bit easier. Oh, sorry. I was expecting it to be at the 49 mark because that's the one mini wave click, but 54 is right after the entire first wave, so they have to get really far into the level. But in Rebirth, that 49 click is slightly easier than it is in regular Sonic Wave. So it very well could not make as big of a deal that I expected it to. But we'll see. It could be very exciting.
All right, well, let's introduce the players. I'll introduce from Team Korea. We have PoCle, who is, let's bring up some stats here, 36th in the world. Wow, on the Demons list. The second best player in South Korea. 36 out of 150 of the hardest demons completed. And the hardest demon is Cosmos, that sits at number 10. I did drop by their YouTube channel, and they do have a run of nullscapes already, 68 to 100%. So this is going to be
want to mention
exciting. Yeah,
I find it funny how PoCle and Baeru are right next to each other on the demon list. Baeru being 37, PoCle being 36. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Neighbors. Yeah,
that is cool. All right, well, let's ask them some questions. You guys get blessed with my terrible Korean again. So, PoCle,
네.
인터뷰 해도 돼요?
네, 가능합니다.
네. 그래서 유튜브에 유튜브 채널 봤을 때 Sonic Wave Rebirth 처음에 성공할 때 1288번 attempt 있었어요. 맞아요?
아, 네, 맞습니다.
와, 엄청 빨리 끝났으니까 그래서 이 레벨 하면 자주 성공할 수 있어요? 끝까지?
네, 지금 연습에서 총 깬 횟수가 63번 정도 됩니다.
오, 와우. 야, 엄청 잘해요. 그리고 지금은 긴장 조금 돼요?
아, 네, 방금 경기할 때까지는 별로 많이 안 되는데 막상 제 차례까지 오니까 좀 떨리긴 해요.
네. Alright. Fighting.
오케이.
Okay. So, PoCle has beaten this level. The first time they beat the level was in 1,288 attempts, which is insane. And so they can beat the level fairly frequently when playing. So out of like every 6 times, I think I heard 6 times, they can beat it 3 times. Or maybe it was 60 times 3 times. My Korean is terrible. But anyways, they can beat it very, very frequently and get far pretty often. So there's going to be some stiff competition on the Korean side.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up for Mexico, we have Done, who is a top 100 player, the 3rd best in Mexico, with 19 out of the top 150 players. Similar to Diris, they're also a long-term player with 37 legacies, which is, again, massive. You got to be playing for a very long time to rack up that many former Demonless levels. And their hardest is Slaughterhouse, which I can't even comprehend how hard that is, man. That is insane. So,
Yeah.
Done, how are you feeling about the race today?
Hi, I feel so nervous, dude. It's like I'm not prepared to this. It's like I played the level, but I don't have control for my nerves, so I don't know.
Yeah,
my
I can
hands are
imagine.
shaking now. So
Yeah, but
I don't know.
you will get into it. You will take a couple minutes to maybe get into it, but once you do, you're gonna lock in. You're gonna do fantastic. Now, I have a very important question because I am I wouldn't call it infamous, but people know that I'm not a huge fan of Sonic Wave. So I gotta ask, do you like Sonic Wave?
I love Sonic Wave. I beat all the Sonic Wave of the list.
Okay.
I beat from Auditory Breaker to Sonic Wave Infinity, so I love Sonic Wave.
Oh wow,
It's
okay.
the most important levels in my career for GDWT player. I don't know how to say that, but
Okay, that's
I-
really cool. So you're kind of like playing home turf here. That's great. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
best of luck. I think you're gonna do fantastic. You got this. I believe in you.
really thank you and good luck to PoCle. I don't know how pronounce his name, but good luck to South Korea. I'm so nervous, but I know
Awesome.
all
You got
we
this,
do
man.
so good, and really thank you and good luck.
I
to
believe in you,
everyone.
dude. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to do a fantastic job. Now, let's get to the menu and let's get ready to go.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to watch this one because Sonic Wave and Sonic Wave Rebirth. Everyone knows the level. It's like if you ask a Geometry Dash player about a level, they will say Sonic Wave is one of the levels that they know. You don't even have to know Geometry Dash to know Sonic Wave. I feel like
Oh,
it's gonna
100%.
be
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, and the song Sonic Blaster is just so iconic, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so please
do
get
that.
ready and update the level, guys, which I believe I just saw on both. Yeah, levels up to date. All right, let's get started. So, players, get ready. We are gonna go in 3, 2, 1, bam.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I think this is going to be one of the more exciting levels to watch for people who maybe not be as familiar with Geometry Dash in recent times.
Yeah.
Simply because of the fact that Sonic Wave is just a level people know, right? I feel like it's one of those levels that if you don't know GD at like the hardcore level like myself or a lot of other people do,
For sure.
you can look at Sonic Wave and you can realize, wow, that looks really hard, right? So I feel like this is going to be a race that is very easy to appreciate to a lot of people, which is going to be very cool.
100%, yeah, and it's a very popular level. I mean, when this level, like even before it got verified, it was like already so many people knew about it because so many people were trying to get the crown of verifying this once thought impossible level by Cyclic, who had originally concocted this like hell of a wave level at the time, right?
PoCle getting a 30-something death, though, that could be detrimental early on here, considering the fact that Dota is already kind of kicking ass. I can't lie. Already approaching... That was the 49 gap that I was talking about earlier. So they're already approaching qualifying. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That was quick. That is the first attempt they're playing.
That is insane. Like, I have practiced Sonic Wave, and when I play this level, I think, man, I don't know how anyone could get consistent at it, because it seems to me like just some wave parts are so tight, but some people are amazing at the wave, and like, I don't know why, but some players are just wave players. Like, they're hyper consistent at it, but I am consistent at everything but the wave.
I can relate to that. 65% already from Done, though.
Yeah, 65 points on the board.
Dude.
Yeah, and with a death at 43 for PoCle. Yeah, uh-oh.
PoCle dying to the head hitters. That is can be rough.
Yeah, for sure.
You can tell that PoCle is feeling the nerves hit as soon as that go started.
Yeah, 100%. So this is a really stressful level, just because the nerves are in, as we've talked about in the previous round. There's nerves here, but the level is so long. So with the nerves, you have to be hyper consistent at getting far, because if you're not, then you're not going to get any points on the board. You have to be able to at least get 54%, which is like over a minute into the level, which requires hyper consistency. So it's awesome that a lot of these levels, like a couple of them today, are short. One is long and one's kind of like a normal-ish length. So this is this is the long one, where it's just such a different, it feels, compared to round one, compared to Rage, this is just such a different test of skill.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like Sonic Wave, especially, as a person who has beaten this level myself, I know how the beginning of this level is. Unlike Sonic Wave Rebirth made the ball a little bit easier. So the ball part is significantly easier. So you are going to be getting to 30% pretty much every single attempt. And that is a lot of precious time to be spending just to immediately die almost.
Yeah, for sure.
And when the round is 30 minutes, which is a good amount of time, but if you're going to be losing, say, 35, 40 seconds every single attempt to dying to the very beginning of the first wave, you're going to lose out on a lot of precious points very quickly.
That's right. And Done, by the way, getting into qualifying percentage again. Wow. Yeah, absolutely cooking this level. Yeah, absolutely cooking the level. But PoCle not far behind, though, because PoCle is getting
the mini wave click.
Yep. So PoCle is catching up on this attempt, but Done is getting really far. And
Done is entering the hardest part of the second wave. This part is ridiculously hard.
But doing it.
Yeah, absolutely smashing it. We might see a last wave attempt right here.
Yeah.
PoCle entering the second wave as well.
Now, the last wave, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know Sonic Wave like you do, because you've beaten both of these a bunch, but is the final... Oh, no!
Ooh, that is such a sad death.
Oh, the cube death. No, yeah, that... Oh, no. Because that could be bad here, because PoCle could get... Done exactly has 150. If PoCle beats this level, they're tied 150 to 150.
The gap is immediately closed if PoCle gets it right here.
Yeah, this is a very, very important attempt. Yo, yeah, that's right. I think
that is a completion because they passed what is, in my opinion, the hardest part of the last wave.
Oh,
good.
Whoa! Wow, good job. Okay. Damn, dude. Insane. Insane. 5 minutes in, and it's like we're starting the round fresh. 0-0. Done just has like an extra 30% on PoCle right now in a singular attempt. So that was huge because it took Done 2 qualifiers to get that, and PoCle just closed the gap in 1.
Yeah, I think that was the run that PoCle really needed, because I think the early on nerves are going to be really hard. You need that one really good attempt to just like get into the groove of it. I think that completion might be huge for the consistency we're going to see from PoCle here.
100%, yeah, because the nerves are real when you're starting these rounds, right? The players are absolutely
sorry, I have to interrupt for just a quick moment. For Done, I'm being told that you have a 2.1 option enabled on the menu of the level. If you have that enabled, you're going to need to uncheck it. Perfect, thank you. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay.
No problem. PoCle might get 2 in a row here, by the way. He did not die first attempt.
Yeah. 2 in a row. Yeah.
It looks
2 in a row. 2 in a row on Sonic Wave. Are you, Aeon, are you out of your mind? How is that
it's
possible?
been done before. It's been done before.
Oh my god. We getting some world records here in the middle of a tournament, right? Holy shoot. That's like, look at that consistency. I mean, PoCle is
second wave.
PoCle is considered the second best player in South Korea, the second best player in an entire country. So that does mean something. That does hold weight. And like I said, already nullscape 68 to 100%. The one that Zoink
As
just
you mentioned
verified.
earlier, wave players. PoCle is incredibly skilled with wave.
Yes.
Considering the fact that their hardest is Cosmos. That is a hard level.
Yeah. 100%.
I
Yes.
think we're seeing 2 in a row here.
2 in a
man.
row.
What
That's so
the- That's
insane.
wild.
It is. It is.
That's nuts.
I have a
That's
cough.
actually nuts.
I have a cough and I'm trying not to go insane to preserve my voice, but I am freaking out. I'm freaking out. Holy
Damn,
shoot.
dude.
Although Done is getting to qualifying range right now. This could be huge. Right before that was right at like 53. It
horrible.
was like 53.8 or so. Or no, it was it at 54? Okay. I guess that was right at 54.
I don't think so, no, because the qualifying would be at the start of the cube, right?
I'm not sure. I was just looking at the percentage at the top of the screen. It looked like it was getting up to high 53 and it might have just creeped over to 54.
It was written down as a 54, so it might have counted.
For sure. Maybe they round. If it's like 38.7, they'll round up. Got to be something like that.
PoCle's right back at the wave.
I
Are we
know.
going to see 3 in a row?
Dude, 3 in a row. Now, here's a question for you, Aeon. Like, normally when we beat levels, we beat a level once all the way through, and then that's it. We put it down. But, like, we never try multiple levels in a row. Like, when I beat, say, just even a normal Extreme Demon, like, if I was going to go beat Cataclysm, I'd just beat it once. I wouldn't beat it again in a row. But if you, like... I know consistency can get off the charts, so these people are beating this level like the same time over and over again. I guess they just get, as they get completions under their belt, they just get more and more confident, right? And then like it gets easier to beat it as you rack up the successful attempts, right?
Yeah.
I would think,
I'm
anyways.
kind of like mesmerized here.
Oh,
It
me
has
too.
actually become kind of like a popular thing in the like I wouldn't say like extreme grinder community in general, but there's a lot of extreme grinders and people who play list levels that whenever they beat a level, they just play one more attempt just to see if they can do it twice in a row. And there has been cases of people doing it twice in a row actually on first completion. Dude.
I'm starting to think that PoCle told me, because like I said, my Korean sucks, and I think he was like, he talked a little bit fast. He might have said he beats it like 3 times in like with 1 loss, but I'm not too sure. That is 3 times in a row.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Sonic Wave Rebirth is dead, just straight up.
I think he must have said like he beats it like 3 times per like 1 loss or something, because unless I just, maybe I misheard, but like that is, honestly, that's unreal.
That is absolutely unreal. I'm looking over at the scoreboard and just seeing that all the, like every single point is just 100, 100, 100.
Yeah, that's right, because like every qualifying percentage has been like in 150 increments. It's just 3 it's just 3 victories. Nice clean number. That is
3 completions.
Now there is still a lot of time left though. We're only 10 minutes into the second round, so like anything can happen.
God.
But the consistency is unreal.
Another Korean player said in chat that he's beaten it 63 times.
Oh my god.
That's unbelievable.
So you're talking about PoCle.
That's crazy. Yeah, PoCle has beaten it 63 times.
63 times. That's so wild. Yeah. That's so many times.
Another qualifying from Done here, though. That's huge. That is very important.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Can't fall too far behind.
No, that's right.
So PoCle is approaching qualifying again. We might see 4 in a row.
4 in a row.
Oh my god.
Like, this has got to be a world record for the amount of times completed, like, Sonic Wave Rebirth in a row. Like, even 3 times. Like, imagine just a level that's like Sonic Wave Rebirth 3x in a row, right? That's what's already happened.
Yeah. Chat might know this. I know Zanny at one point did like a bunch of Sonic Waves in a row. I don't remember if he ever did 5.
Oh, okay.
Was there ever anyone who did Sonic Wave 5 in a row? Donate! No! Dying to the cube again!
Again,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, the cube death twice. Because that could have gone into a successful run, right? Both of those could have been. And if they were successful runs, the gap would be a whole lot less. So dying to the cube there it's painful.
Absolutely. Although PoCle is approaching the 4 in a row here. Can he clutch up the last wave again? Dude, I could never imagine getting this consistent with the last wave, because that, like, the very end mini wave where you go between, like, the tall spikes with the saw blades.
Yeah.
That part's hard, dude.
Oh my god, 4 in a row.
Damn.
Oh my god. That's absolutely unreal. 4 times in a row on Sonic Wave Rebirth. I am shook. I'm shook to the core, Aeon. I'm trying to beat Yada once. Please, can I get a victory at some point?
Yeah, no, I've seen some crazy stuff, but like, at some point you just kind of like don't know what to say anymore, because you're kind of just like, oh, there we go, another completion. Good job, man. I don't even know how you do that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I was like, we've already been like, wow, that's wild, and then it just keeps one-upping it with another completion. Is just like, how do you keep doing this?
It's absolutely unreal.
How is this even humanly possible at that point?
Yeah, absolutely unreal. This is the kind of thing you'd show to like someone in Geometry Dash. Well, PoCle finally losing the streak though, giving Done a chance.
Absolutely unreal.
I mean, this is beyond unreal. Like, showing this to someone like even like 7 years or even 5 years ago, like beating Sonic Wave Rebirth 4 times in a row in front of a live audience in the middle of a tournament, people would go, oh, obviously cheating, right? It's insane how far the community has come in the last, I mean, it's continuously like pushing its boundaries, but especially in the last like 3 or 4 years, just the amount of skilled players that are out there now is just absolutely unreal.
It's like, as someone who's been around since the mobile days, like pre-Steam, I started playing this in 1.4, right? I've been around for a very long time. Seeing just how incredibly exponential it's been, at least in the past, as you said, the past like 3 years, it's insane to look at. And it's not even just like one of those, I don't understand how kids these days are this good, because I feel like everyone's been that way. Like, you as well have just gotten a lot better and a lot faster as well with the times. It's kind of fascinating how that works, how even though you maybe don't try super hard to improve that much, you just naturally get so much better so quickly when you see other people get really good. Yeah,
I guess it gives you the confidence, like, well, if they can do that, I'm certainly, a death by PoCle as well. It's like, certainly it's like I can do Yada, of course. People are doing like Slaughterhouse. Like, I can do Yada, of course. And it gives you like some confidence. Like, yeah, come on, Eric, get with the program. Like, you got this.
Can you hear the motorcycle guy?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, good.
I've been getting
a meme on my stream where it's like, there's this one guy who drives past every single day with a loud motorcycle, and it's just become like this inside joke of like, there's the motorcycle guy again.
Nice.
For the 25th day in a row, because it's so unbelievably loud, I can't even hear myself think.
Yeah. Yo, so just to a lot of the new people that tuned in, someone saying, how do the points work? Just to recap, so everyone knows, because a lot of people are jumping in from my channel. So there's a qualifying percentage of 54% on this level. So if they get over 54%, then they get that many points. So if they die at like 55%, they get 55 points added to their score. Or if they complete the level, then they get an extra bonus 50 points. So they don't just get 100 for completing, they get 150.
So as PoCle is our beautiful, beautiful example here, now that he's past 54%, whenever he dies, he will get a score equivalent to the percentage he gets, unless he beats it, because then he gets 100 plus a score of 50.
Dying to the tight wave.
65?
Yeah, I think it was around 60,
he gets
65,
now plus 65 points.
Yeah, so that's a very, very tight wave. And that, like I said, I haven't beaten this level, but that wave that he died to at 65, that like going into that tight space, is that one of the harder parts?
I find the second wave to be by far the hardest part of Sonic Wave. I got to the second wave all the time when I was beating this. I found the second wave to be absolutely ruthless. But it is one of those waves that a lot of people get super consistent with, as you can see here with Done passing it.
Yeah, and let's see, Done,
not another
please.
Death to the cube.
I was gonna just say, please get past the cube. Yes, okay, here we go.
There we go. Okay, we have a final wave attempt.
Okay, this is very important for Done to come back. This is very, very important. And it looks like looks like that's a completion. Okay, We got a completion from Done. So Done has not completed it yet, but had a bunch of qualifying attempts. So this does help him a lot. However, PoCle is going into qualifying again. So this is also going to be big for PoCle to widen the gap once again. But let's see how far PoCle gets.
But we are still in the last we still have 15 minutes left of the round, so it is very important for them to just maintain that consistency, because if either of them just stops getting far, then no more points, and with no more points, you can't keep your lead very easily. So it is important to stay consistent in the entire 30-minute playtime for the level. However, PoCle climbing into the last wave yet again. Are we going to see completion number 5?
I think so.
I find it absolutely hilarious looking at the scoreboard how PoCle has 6 qualifyings. 5 of them are completions.
Yeah.
I said the second wave was the hardest part.
Jeez, dude. Again. It's so crazy.
Man.
It's unbelievable. So the point gap is widening. It is almost 400 points now, and they're both at a similar percentage on their attempts. So Done is going to have to possibly get at least some qualifying attempts here pretty quick, because this level is long once again, and there are just 12 minutes left. But with a long level like this, they're going to need to do a lot of catch up here.
Absolutely. And the final level of this match could be very important just in general, because even though South Korea is kind of taking a lead now in total points, as you can see at the total points, South Korea is sitting at 2,093, and then Mexico is sitting at 1,356. The last level is very short, and if one of them has like some absurd consistency, we could see hundreds, if not one player taking in 1,500 points on their own.
Absolutely.
There's nothing but still very intense.
Absolutely. So it's still anyone's game at this point. Any team
For sure.
can make the comeback here. However,
we're seeing both of them in qualifying now, though.
Yep, they're both right at the same part, and still anything can happen. So we're it all depends on if PoCle can continue the consistency, because PoCle has just shown to be a hyper consistent player.
Absolute beast at Sonic Wave. Do you think either of them would like enter their school like talent show or something and just play Sonic Wave and beat it in front of a bunch of people? Do you think that could win like your school talent show?
I mean, I'll tell you what, after seeing them playing in front of 1,600 players and beating like an insane level that I couldn't even fathom beating, Done with a death. Oof, ouch. And PoCle might be going for a 6th completion here.
Unreal.
Yeah. So yes, they definitely could play this at a talent show, I think. Geometry Dash is a weird.
That'd be cool, dude.
Geometry Dash is such a weird game, though. By the way, 6th completion for PoCle. Damn, dude.
Insane.
Geometry Dash is a very strange game, because when people watch it, like, they don't know the difference between like someone that doesn't play the game. They don't know the difference between like something that's like Cataclysm difficulty and something like this. Like, they just because they don't know how it works. So if you die in Geometry Dash, like to any level, it's like, so let's say, for example, I played Sonic Wave, but I died. They'd be like, oh man, this guy sucks. He died. But if I just like beat Deadlocked in one attempt, they'd be like, look at that guy. He's better. He beat Deadlocked. He didn't die. You know, like, that's just kind of like what non-GD fans see. So it's a very strange game to play in front of other people that don't understand the game. But to people that do understand the game, it is, yeah. But to people that do understand the game, there's like this appreciation. They can appreciate the beauty of the grind.
Because whenever I get asked what I do, I always have to like end up explaining Geometry Dash to people who have no idea what GD is. So I always have a tendency to like show them the most like sporadic level possible, because if they can't tell what's happening, you can just be like, yeah, it's really hard, right? I tend to like end up showing them like neutral, like, oh yeah, this is what I do. Even though it's like one of the hardest levels I've beaten, and I probably couldn't beat it again if given less than a week of playing, right?
100%, yeah. I mean,
we always go like, oh my god, how do you do that? What the hell? What's going on?
That's why you just gotta go. You just show the videos. Never play in front of someone. Just show the vids. Yeah.
No, I can never.
Yeah.
Oh, PoCle died to the second wave. That's a new one.
Yep.
Still, though, there's a lot of legwork for Done to catch up now because it doesn't seem like PoCle is slowing down the consistency whatsoever somehow.
For sure. Definitely slowed down with some of the completions, though. But that was like an absurd showing. 4 times in a row was just like...
Yeah, that is genuinely one of the most ridiculous things I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, absolutely unbelievable. But there still is time. If Done pops off and gets some completions. Oh, dying right at qualifying.
That is qualifying.
It is, yeah. But that's going to be a lot of... Like, if there was only straight 54% all the way until the end of the match, I don't think there'd be enough to catch up, right? Like, you need
Definitely
to...
not.
Done's going to need to get, like, some high qualifying points here.
Yeah. And for everyone who's new to the GD World Tournament, by the way, join the Discord because... PoCle, insane showing with the 4 times in a row. Insane stuff like this happens so frequently in this tournament. It is unreal. I don't know if any of you guys have seen any of the show matches, but a while ago, I don't remember how long ago it is. It's a while now. But Sid beat the Golden 3 times in a row. So that's another thing that has happened on the GD World Tournament. And when the Slaughterhouse showcase or show match was, Pop-Off and Trick beat it collectively like 15 times in like 45 minutes.
Oh my god.
So for those of you who are interested in seeing some really good players just be absolutely goated, pay attention to the GD World Tournament, man. People are crazy. And speaking of crazy, PoCle approaching the last wave another time.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, and this is going to be
getting a 55 though.
Yeah, that's qualifying. That's good. But 150 is going to widen the gap, I think, to an unattainable level.
I think so too now, sadly. Either way, though, both of them have shown insane consistency.
Damn, another completion. That is wild.
Yeah, correction. If this is right, Pop-Off beat it 16 times that hour, and Trick beat it 12 in the same hour of playing, just competing against each other. So 28 total completions in an hour from 2 players on Slaughterhouse.
Jeez, that's insane. I mean, it's Slaughterhouse. I'm impressed with Sonic Wave Rebirth. 7 completions right now. So
yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's just wild. Like, honestly, I cannot fathom the amount of skill that's required to do this in the middle of a stressful situation, because this is stressful. Like, when I was interviewing PoCle, I forgot to mention, he did say he's like, yeah, he's a little bit nervous just because he's practiced so hard for this moment, that like he's feeling a little nervous. So like with the nerves, completing this level 7 times in a row is insane.
Yeah, it's actually unreal. So yeah, for anyone who's interested in seeing skilled players do insane stuff that you could probably never even dream about doing, I can't dream about it, and I would like to think I'm decent at the game at least. Check out the GD World Tournament. Join the Discord server. It is pinned in Eric's YouTube chat. And for anyone else that is interested, go check it out.
It's a pinned comment.
Really cool to watch people be super talented at the game.
Yeah. Now, Bagley mentioned in chat that Done probably won't be able to win, so to call the round over, to maybe make it so there's not as many points. But the rules are that, I mean, that would be unfair to PoCle to do that, so we just keep it there, because, like, the whole point is, yes, it's a moment to get a lot of points. Like, that's... In fairness, you play the match to the end, yeah.
So, the match will always be played until the end, simply because of the fact that if they go 2-2, if Mexico ends up winning the next 2 rounds, it will go into point difference. So, by cutting the match short, South Korea could potentially lose important points for the potential tiebreaker at the end if it does go into...
Oh my god,
point difference. However, PoCle just beat it again, so like...
That's the 8th completion.
Not on Done, though, because they're also approaching the last wave.
Oh, for sure. I was just... Yeah, I guess you didn't say that I read wrong. I was just saying... Anyways, yeah. Sorry, I was talking to Bagley for a sec. All right, but Done is getting far.
Done is on the final wave.
Let's hope for a complete... Oh, darn.
That was what I was expecting people to die to, though, because that mini wave, that is rough. I died there 4 times in my original Sonic Wave completion. That is a hard click. Those 3 clicks, they are tough, dude.
Okay, well, there's only 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, so these points are going to be important for PoCle to seal the deal in the case of a tie. because there are still 2 rounds left, and we have seen, in GD races in particular, I have seen some amazing comebacks. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
these points are going to be very important.
PoCle just being an absolute beast, though. Like, this is genuinely unbelievable. I thought having qualifying at 54 was going to be a little bit rough. It was going to cost a few points just because of how hard that 49 click is. But PoCle is showing up here, getting almost 1,500 points. If we see a completion here, PoCle's going to be at 1,479 points.
Wow.
Which is unbelievable. Because keep in mind, you only get points for qualifying, and you only get equal to your percentage unless it is a completion. So that is a lot of points to get in one match.
And it's a long level, so getting to qualifying takes over a minute, and still there's all these points there, right?
That was a good run by Done, though.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Done has been playing really well, you know? It's just...
Whoa, PoCle the last wave.
PoCle just
surprising.
Popped off insane amounts, you know?
It's crazy to look at. Like, I'm just trying to, like, not just lose any sense of words. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, it's hard to describe how good people can be at this game.
For sure.
So when are we doing our Yada race?
At one point, like 4 years ago, I would have been able to race you, but I think now if we're gonna do a race, we're gonna have to do like some sort of spicy noodle challenge or something.
I mean, if you beat the level, you could give me a week to warm up on it, then we could have a race. You've already beaten it. You've been practicing for ages at that point, right?
Yeah, I guess so. You're right. I mean, 100%. That's right. But at the same time, I think like overall consistency, you beat me out. So
maybe Done though getting to qualifying yet again.
Yeah.
Although PoCle is also
gonna beat the level for the 9th time.
Right there. Oh my god, dude. Unreal.
Yeah, this is like, you know, they were saying that in the Olympics they're gonna bring in esports, and I gotta say, Olympic Committee, I think we have something going with the GD World Tournament. I think this needs to be like a game in the esports in the Olympics.
Can you imagine your parents watching two gamers just grind Sonic Wave for 30 minutes on the TV?
Imagine. So
that would be really funny.
If GD becomes even more mainstream. Oh my god, so Done is about to beat the level. Okay.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Damn, okay, another completion for Done. That's huge.
Yeah, that's very big.
Completion for Done.
However, PoCle also
might just clean those 150 points right out
for the 9th time.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, for the 9th time. Insane.
Wow, dude.
I can see myself. Imagine if the GD in the Olympics becomes mainstream and GD is just a thing that's popular for another like 20 years. And there's us like in our like 50s, like coaching people like, you got it, Rock. Go in, beat Sonic Wave Infinity XZ 23rd. You know, come on, you got this.
That would be fun. That would be really fun. Man, PoCle hitting over 1,500 to score though. I don't know how often a score of 1,500 happens within the tournament, but it can't be that often, and especially on a 2-minute long level.
For sure. I mean, yeah, like honestly, I think there's been some high scores before. It depends on the difficulty level, really, because they range, I guess, there's quite a big range of the level, so.
But to put it into perspective for chat here, out of 9 completions, those 9 completions would take a grand total of about 19 minutes out of the 30 total, which means that over half of PoCle's playtime has been spent just beating the level.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What an insane player.
We're seeing both of them in qualifying. Done in the second wave, about to pass the hardest part of the second wave, and PoCle just entering the second wave as well.
Yep. Final attempt for both of them.
Another double completion?
Yep.
Because this is their last attempt. This is both of them's last attempt.
Yep, that's right.
You might just see the double completion at the very end here.
Speaking of another completion, if PoCle does this double digits completion.
That's unreal.
10.
That's so silly.
But Done, I will say, I think Done was playing more consistent towards the end of the round. Getting another completion.
Get some headway. Although, the last 2 completions being completely nullified by PoCle just rebuttaling with another 2 completions. Seeing a double completion at the very end, that's
my. 10 completions.
Wow.
Holy.
Not to undermine Done, though. 1,091 points.
Insane.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah. They both played their hearts out. Honestly, this round could have gone to both players because the level of skill required to do what they just did in the finals here was absolutely unreal. Both players played their hearts out, but PoCle just getting comfortable a little bit earlier than Done with the level and getting that consistency earlier, but Done was getting hyper consistent towards the end, and it could have been anyone's game, you know. Both these players did really well.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Hats off to both of you, PoCle and Done. That was unreal.
Yeah, very, very consistent play on both your parts, and you guys did fantastic. So PoCle 열번 성공했어요. 10번. 그래서 이 레벨은 2분 동안 정도 있었어. 그래서 20분 동안 성공하는 attempt 있었어. 우리 엄청 신기했어요.
저도 제 생각보다 완전 잘 돼서 만족스럽습니다.
예, 좋아요. 그래서 조금 긴장했는데 근데 엄청 잘했으니까 엄청 재밌게 봤어요. 지금 기분이 어때요?
일단 이겨서 기쁘고 연습한 대로 잘 나온 것 같아서 좋습니다.
좋아요. 연습 완전 수고했어요. 축하해요.
감사합니다.
Okay, so PoCle was just saying that all the practice he did, he's feeling really good because he practiced so hard for this moment, and he's just very, very happy, and he does think he played really well today. He thinks he went beyond his own expectation. So, amazing showing from PoCle.
And Done as well. Wow, what a showing, dude. Insanely good job. Immediately just crashing out a 65 and an 85 super fast. How do you feel about your own performance, dude?
First of all, thank you, really thank you I don't know, I feel so lucky with the level because I died like 3 times I died 2 times in the last cube and 2 times in the last wave, and I don't know why my hands are shaking in this moment, and I don't know, I do the click so early or so late, and I don't know, maybe I could be the level 5 times, but I don't know, the nervous.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Because the clicks in the last cube are so spaced out. It just gives you time to like start shaking a little bit. And it's very nerve-wracking, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. Congratulations to PoCle. He's amazing. I don't know. He's so crazy. 10 times.
Both of you did fantastic, dude. I mentioned it at the very end there, but even though PoCle had an incredible showing, you also scored almost 1,100 points. That is insane. Especially for a level that is over 2 minutes long. Super impressive, dude. Good job. Congratulations on your performance. Really good stuff.
Really thanks, and again, congratulations to PoCle, and really thanks. I don't have any words to say.
Great, cheers. Hey, I just want to say personally as well, very good game, Done. You were getting really consistent at the end there. And those 2 cube deaths, they were hard to see, but definitely with the nerves, like, I understand it, man. We all get that with GD, right?
But really thank you, and I have to practice that. I don't know, I have to control my nerves for the next time.
Hey, you did awesome, honestly. It was very impressive watching you play.
Bro, really thank you, and PoCle, you're amazing.
All right, cheers. GG's, guys. We're gonna take another 5-minute break. I'm actually just gonna grab some water because, like I said, I have a cold, and as I've been getting hyper excited watching this, my throat's been hurting so bad. So I'm gonna grab a little drink of water, and then I'll come back and we'll have a little chat, and then move on to round number 3. So let's take a 5-minute break. Okay, did you miss me, ladies and gentlemen? I am back, and I'm gonna read some of your beautiful, beautiful donations because you guys are awesome. Okay, so thank you, GD Creator, for all the donations you've given. I really appreciate that. Sonic Wave is dead. Yeah, Sonic Wave definitely got trashed by both those players. Very, very good. And thank you, Tidal Wave, for the donation as well. You are the best. Love to see you here. Dude, I am just extremely happy to be a part of this event. This has been absolutely just so much fun to commentate with my best friend in the GD community, Aeon. It's just, dude, it's been awesome. And the next level, which is an interesting choice. Well, I'll talk about it when the level pops up. But yeah, it's going to be good. Next level is going to be a banger. You guys are going to like it. So how are you all liking the event so far, the GD World Tournament event? To all you people that are just here, that are regular viewers of the World Tournament, and to all you people that are just regular viewers of my channel, how have you guys liked it? And how do you guys like the format? Is it interesting? And Ghost Gamer, thanks for the $2, dude. What's my favorite soda/drink? I just like carbonated water, unflavored. Yeah, I just like unflavored water. Does that make me boring? I used to drink a lot of cola when I was gaming. But now I like simple flavors. And spicy food. Okay, I don't like simple flavors. I like a lot of spicy food too. Oh, Slimy, thanks for the $2, dude. Coming to Korea soon. What should you visit? Depends on what you want to do. I mean, there's lots of stuff in Seoul you can do. I would say one of the most important things coming to Korea is to try out a bunch of good food. Like, food is one of the big things. Like, there are some interesting sites to see, like the DMZ, Seoul Tower, and places like that. But definitely look up a bunch of different kinds of delicious food. And some places where there's like some really pretty cafes, because there's a lot of very cool cafes in South Korea. My cat or a dog guy? Both. I've had cats and dogs in my life. Yeah, food is definitely one of the most important things. There's just so many different kinds of food, so many different ways that they prepare like vegetables and like fermented vegetables. So many different kinds of like cuts of meat with barbecue. There's so many different ways. So, if you join the Discord, if you look at the pinned comment that I have in chat, join the Discord and you'll be updated on everything that goes on with the GD World Tournament. The Discord's the best place to be. You'll find everything there because this is the finals. I don't know what tournaments are planned, but it'll all be there. So I'm actually, I've known of the tournament existing, but while the tournament was going on, like the other rounds, the other matches of it, I was in Canada, so I wasn't really paying attention to it. I was on vacation. So yeah, I'm kind of new to all this as well, but it's been incredible. And I definitely would like to stay up on it more, as you guys should too, because this is honestly something that I think the community needs, is something like this. Like this is what keeps the playing community alive. This is what helps keep geometry alive, and being a part of it has been extremely exciting. And I'm just grateful for the team for giving me this opportunity to present with my boy Aeon. All right, so the timer is done. We are going to get ready to go to the third round. So I'm going to undeafen Aeon. Aeon, my boy, you back?
Hello, I have returned.
Yes. So Aeon is back. So we're gonna be going to the third level. So the third level is a very interesting choice because it is a level called Pagoda. And Pagoda is a Korean Glow Mega Collab level. It was made by a bunch of Korean creators, and we have Team Korea we're playing with right here. So I think it's very fitting that we're playing this in the middle of the finals here. Pagoda is number 134 on the list. So up to this point, it is the hardest level in the finals so far. So there's going to be 20 minutes that are put on the board once it starts, and the qualifying percentage is anything over 50%. I was unfamiliar with this level until I did watch a playthrough of it before this, and there are a lot of crazy timings. What do you think about this level, Aeon? What do you any bits you want to talk about?
Actually find this level really cool. I've been looking at the players play it here on screen share a little bit before the match starts, and I find it really nice. I like the color usage. It has a lot of like very cool almost like they're not complementary, but they like clash in a way that I find really cool. So it stands out in that way. It's a design level, but it does colors in a really cool way. It kind of reminds me of like old 1.9 colors, like Darnock's Crunchy Apple, for instance, right?
Oh, for sure.
Fascinating colors.
Yeah,
I like
for
it.
sure.
I think this level's sick.
Yeah, for sure. And I love levels like that you know, make the colors like pop off in a certain way that play really well with the music, like Crunchy Apple, like this level. I actually really enjoy that, and I find one of my favorite old creators, Heinz, like did a good job at doing that as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Anyways, let's get to the match. So I'm going to introduce Clutter for representing Team Korea here. So Clutter is 626th in the world right now. The 28th best player in Korea, has beaten 6 out of 150 of the top demons. The hardest demon is Calculator Core on the list, is the 81st. However, with that said, also has 49% on Acheron. So has a really good run through there and is a very, very strong opponent for the Mexico team. So Clutter, may I ask you some questions?
Yes.
Okay, and in English is okay?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay, well my Korean sucks, so
let's try this.
as you've heard, yeah. So how are you feeling right now going into this match?
My hands are shaking so hard right now, and
Yeah, I mean, understandably so. Yeah, this is very stressful, right? So go on.
Okay. I never missed being on a channel that I watched a lot when I was young. Eric.
Oh, hey, you used to
my
watch me
God.
when you were young, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool, yo.
Yeah.
I appreciate
young.
that. When you were young, did you know that I lived in Korea?
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Honestly, I love living here. It's great. I live in Busan, by the way. So this level, Pagoda, is like it's a Korean Mega Collab level. Have you played this level a lot, or did you just start playing it for this tournament?
I already did it a year ago.
Okay.
And I beat it again for tournaments 6 times.
Oh,
Maybe.
wow.
I didn't count.
So 6 times within like a certain time, like you beat this level. So you're very consistent at it.
Probably.
Okay, well, hey, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. It's the perfect level that was chosen then. So maybe it's a lucky level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, hey, good luck, Clutter. I think you're going to smash it.
Thank you.
And for Mexico, we have Lunar Ghost 30, ranked 315 in the world. He's very high up, and the 9th best player in Mexico. And they've currently beaten 12 out of the top 150 hardest demons in the game, with the hardest being Shiketsu. And I don't know about you guys, but Shiketsu, that's just one of those levels that I look at and I'm like, how do you do that? It just blows my mind. It's such a cool level. Would love to beat it myself one day. So having it as a hardest must be so awesome. Lunar did not want to have an interview, but we wish them the best of luck. I think they're going to smash it so hard today. I think Pagoda is going to be right up their alley with the flow of the level. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited for it.
Awesome. Well, players, please get ready. Go to the menu. We are going to be starting soon. Make sure the level is updated. And let's get ready to go. In 3, 2, 1, boom. Let's get this party started. 20 minutes up on the clock. Clutter saying that he is very consistent at this level. So, Lunar Ghost.
Exciting to see.
For sure. So Lunar Ghost is going to have, I don't know how much they have practiced this level, but Lunar Ghost might have a hard time. But it looks like Lunar Ghost absolutely killing it on the first attempt. Hasn't died yet.
That wave, whoa!
Yeah.
I had not remembered that wave. That wave looked funky. There looks like a lot of ship in this level, though. There looks like a lot of like tough ship control. Maybe it would be a level for you to try someday.
Yeah, well, it's like 100 places harder than Yada. You know what? I love, okay, with the robot death. However, the qualifying percent is 50, and Lunar Ghost died at the perfect moment. Not too early. Right at 50. 50 points on the board. Whew.
That first attempt points could be very important. As I said in the last match, if they do end up, if Lunar wins this match and Mexico also wins the next match, it does come down to point difference. So winning this match could be very, very important for Mexico here.
Absolutely. Well, I mean,
Lunar getting those early points is huge.
Yeah, I mean, Mexico will have to win this one so that they win the or have a chance at winning the entire final event. So the pressure is definitely going to be mounting for Lunar Ghost to keep the consistency up and keep performing like they have been so far. However,
For
Clutter,
sure. Although Clutter,
yeah, getting over 50.
Clutter is going on a good run here. 58%.
Yeah, 58 puts him in the lead, but remember, I think I would consider this about tied at this point, 50 to 50.
Yeah.
So it just kind of brought it up to even, essentially.
For sure. And even though these players aren't as high on the demon list as the other two matches, they're still incredibly skilled because, let's be real, the demon list these days, it's kind of impossible. I'm not going to lie. Having just beaten a single level on the demon list now is just insane. Like,
Yeah.
Cobra Reda fell off recently.
Oh
Cobra
my
Reda
God.
is too easy to be on the demon list, then beating anything on the list is just unbelievably hard. Both of them almost matched here, though, reaching 50 at the same time.
That's right. This is going to be a very
Okay.
important attempt. If one of them can somehow clutch out a victory here, it's going to be absolutely important. This level, I mean, I don't know. My skill level is probably not good enough to actually determine, but it looks like the last half here seems to be a bit easier than the first half.
It does, but it looks really fun. This wave part, the ship part before it, that looks so enjoyable.
Yeah.
Oh, but Clutter
Okay.
taking the fail there.
Oh, but also Lunar Ghost dying at 78, getting a bit more points on the board, but basically, essentially staying at the same level that they were at.
Yeah, there's 6-point difference currently.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And I am going to apologize once more to chat. I do have a cold. I do have a cough right now. And sorry for like coughing. I can't control it. It's something you guys are just going to have to deal with. It sucks. It sucks just as much for me as it does for you. It probably sucks more for me, actually.
You could say that you're coughing so hard you can't react.
Yeah. Well, every time I react where I go, whoa, it turns into like a cough.
Clutter getting it.
Yeah.
Qualifying again.
Yeah. Wow. So that consistency. Oh, I mean, died, but still getting over 50%. Very important.
Yeah, that very early part of qualifying looks absolutely brutal, though. The 50 to 60 range looks like a really hard part.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of ship in this level, which you're right. It looks fun. Like, this level looks really fun. It just looks insane. It looks insane.
I don't know, you don't watch as many streams as I do, so I don't know how much you feel this. But I always have a tendency to just like have a bigger urge to play levels if I watch someone that I just either I'm watching a stream or just watching something in general. If I watch someone play a level, I'm more inclined to want to try it, and I'm kind of getting that feeling with this level right now, where it's like it's fun. I could see myself play this. This looks like an enjoyable time. I want to kind of want to play this now.
Absolutely. So Clutter getting another qualifying attempt, dying to 54, which I guess like 50 to 60 is really hard because we've seen a lot of deaths right around there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, something. Okay.
What happened to Clutter's screen there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. There was the NVIDIA thing like popped up in there, the panel, but oh well.
Lunar looking like is gonna get another qualifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we're seeing another qualifying here.
Now,
the green and purple part was so hard, dude.
yeah, it does. Okay, got past it. So this is a very important attempt for Lunar Ghost right now. If Lunar Ghost can somehow get a victory or get a high percentage, this could change things very quickly.
Although Clutter is sneaking in on qualifying as well.
Yeah, that's right. If a successful completion would definitely be put Lunar into the lead. Although, yeah, Clutter is not dying though.
Now.
Oh yeah, wow.
Are we gonna see the completion for Pagoda?
Oh,
absolutely.
okay.
Oh, that last click is nasty.
That is nasty. Oh my god. But they did it. Lunar clutching out a full victory. So Lunar temporarily in the lead. However, even if Clutter dies here, will still be in the lead. But Clutter might also get another victory, which is pretty wild, getting 2 victories back to back like that. Ooh, okay. So Clutter dying at 89.
Low there.
So that does help to close the gap because Lunar did get the extra bonus 50 points for the victory.
That is only 59 points now. So just one qualifying from one solid qualifying from Lunar is all that it really takes to completely close the gap now.
Yes. Oh man,
this level looks like it gets super consistent with a little bit of practice though, because they are getting to the 30s and 40s like all the time. It really does look like 40 to 60 is just harder than the rest of the level, really.
Yeah, 100%.
Some funny middle of the level balancing.
Speaking of, both of them at the middle section, looks like clutching it through. Lunar Ghost getting through the dreaded 40 to 60, and Clutter dying, but still getting past qualifying.
Clutter getting 53 points, so a completion from Lunar is what it takes to take the lead here, but with a completion, they are going to end up being 38 points in the lead, which could be very important here.
Oh, this is
Lunar's. It seems like Lunar has found his flow.
Yeah,
Lunar
absolutely.
100%. This might be 2 in a row. I
don't
remember if they died anything.
I don't think so. I think this is 2 in a row.
That is.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, this is a round now. This is a round. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Holy shoot! Okay. Now
we have a run.
Oh no! And Clutter dying before qualifying. No, it was like at like 47 or something. No.
This is getting tense.
Oh my god.
13 minutes left.
Okay, yeah, that's right. But man, there was a distinct gap in points that was closed in amazing fashion here.
Absolutely. Are we gonna see another level is dead? For those of you who do not know, a level being dead is a reference to 3 seconds hell, where UFWM did it 3 times in a row and just called it 3 seconds hell is dead. So anytime the level is beaten 3 times in a row, it's a dead level.
Okay, well,
55
Lunar,
though. That's 3 points on the board.
Yeah, it's points on the board, so that is important. Clutter getting into the points as well, though. So depending on how far Clutter gets here, Clutter could absolutely close the gap.
The level ends at 95, so it's basically a needed completion to close the gap here, though.
Yeah, but the end of the level is... This wave part looks nasty to me, but I think it is one of those things that just gets really consistent. But yeah, I think Clutter is closing the gap regardless. Maybe not to victory levels if they die, but if they win, absolutely, this is going to change things. It's going to make it just so insanely close.
I think we're seeing the completion here, though. Absolutely. But,
yes. Back to qualifying.
We are seeing Lunar in qualifying as well.
Yeah. Oh, this is...
That 60-point lead they just took might just immediately just be gone.
Dude, this just keeps on going back and forth. This is so crazy. Oh, okay, a death at 69.
Ooh, 69, though.
Ooh, nice.
But Lunar back in the lead by 12 points.
Yeah. So, back in the lead by 12 points. They're basically... at this point, I'd call that even, the way the point system works. So they're basically even, and it's anyone's game now with 10 minutes left. So the pressure's on for both players.
More importantly, chat, can we get an LOL XD for the 69 death? Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Of course. You guys got to respect it. Like, it's not even about what 69 means at this point. It's just about, you got to respect the number, you know? It's
about the funny.
Yeah. Like, if you beat a level and you're on attempt 420, like, it's funny.
Holy shit. The chat is going ballistic immediately. That's awesome. Love it.
All right, Lunar goes.
Wow, Lunar's already back with
Yep.
another 55 death.
with a qualifying.
55
Great.
seems like a common death point though.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's
Absolutely.
the third 55 we've seen so far.
It's the brutal middle section. I'm telling you. I mean, I think they put the qualifying at
Yeah.
50% on purpose. So you got to get through like a bit of the brutal middle section and then like to be able to get one. So Clutter getting qualifying and Lunar dying before qualifying. So this is a very important attempt for Clutter to get ahead. So Clutter has to get past 67 to be in the lead. And it looks like that just happened.
Clutter
Okay, so
sniping the lead here real fast. With a completion here, we're going to see a pretty sizable difference here in points. It's going to end up being a good 133 points. No, sorry, 83 points if we see a completion here from Clutter.
yeah,
It's
and
a lot harder to...
Lunar dying to the
close
beginning a
in.
lot. Boom, another completion from Clutter. So Clutter has 3 completions now. Lunar has 2 completions. However, Lunar's had a lot more qualifiers.
No, actually, Clutter has had one more qualifying.
Oh,
Just those early double completion.
yeah, that's right.
It just seems like Clutter has had a lot more early 50 deaths,
Yeah,
which does add up. Getting to
Yeah.
qualifying is very important. However, if you die immediately to qualifying, you're still losing out on precious points.
mm-hmm.
Clutter has 690 points.
Oh, man. Uh-oh, chat. Uh-oh. Okay,
Chat,
well,
LOLXD, please.
it looks like Lunar has lost a bit of that consistency, though. So it's going to be interesting. Dying a lot to that wave. It's going to be interesting
Steam is
seeing him come back
running
from
out
that.
is very dangerous.
Absolutely.
His consistency contest. I'm so sorry, Bagley, for ruining the chat, by the way.
All right. Well, Clutter
Bagley was
getting to
commenting
the...
earlier on how good it was.
Yeah, I know.
Just destroy it.
Absolutely. That's okay. You know what? I like chat being destroyed because it helps me in the YouTube algorithm when more people chat. So thank you for destroying my chat.
Especially now that Clutter is holding on another qualifying run, reaching the 60s, reaching the slow part, which is where people start getting far on this level.
That's right. Well, Clutter was saying...
65?
Clutter was saying they've beaten this level a lot in a previous tournament, like 6 times. And so I think Clutter has finally just hit their stride and has turned on completely now. So
Absolutely.
getting
Lunar
a lot of
reaching the slow part as well, though.
That's right. If Lunar can somehow get to the end, Lunar is going to close the gap and be in the lead by 2
Lunar
points.
gets a completion here. It is going to be a 2-point lead, yeah.
Yeah. So this is very, very important. No stress, Lunar, but get it done.
Pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, no pressure, but get her done.
Quiet tension here.
And it looks like they're going to because we haven't seen any deaths at this point.
There we go. Wow.
Yeah.
That is massive. That is a 2-point lead.
Okay.
No,
That's
they cannot hear the commentary beatable. They're deafened.
That is absolutely wild. This is such a close round because Mexico is just hanging on. Like there's no time for error now. Korea is up by 2. It's do or die. And the difference of points is 2. This is absolutely exciting. Holy.
Yeah, and we're seeing the exchange here in consistency where Lunar was really struggling with the 20s and 30s for a little bit. And now it seems like Clutter is taking that struggle for himself, just having a hard time reaching the 40s, reaching qualifying in general. Meanwhile,
sure.
Lunar is just kicking ass now, reaching the 40s again, potentially getting right back to qualifying immediately after the completion.
And that's past qualifying. Died a death at 51, but it is points.
Points are points. However, as I said, it is very, very rough dying so early into qualifying because you're spending a lot of time not in qualifying. And then as soon as you hit qualifying, you want to spend as much time in qualifying because that's how you rack up the most points.
Yep.
As we see here, Clutter reaching
in the lead
slow
now.
Part, 63.
Yeah, Clutter is, no matter what, if they die, they are in the lead there. Okay. So that puts them in the lead, 821 to 808. So it is very, very close. But as the timer ticks down, just being in the lead by a few points is all that you need to win.
Yeah, and Lunar is going straight up into qualifying yet again. So the lead just swaps right back into Mexico's favor.
That's right.
Man, that's so tense.
It is.
Constantly switching back and forth.
This is such a perfect level for this competition because it's full of like pretty hard timings and like pretty consistent like wave and ship gameplay. So I feel like it's just so good at like for a high stakes tournament like this. It's a very nice level.
We see the first death to the 70 wave, the funky looking wave with all the fancy movements between the spikes and all that stuff.
That's right. Yeah, I thought
Lunar.
I thought they were gonna die there more often as I saw that, but what do I know? Like I'm not nearly as good at the game as these guys, so I was like, that looks really hard to me. But and also I'm terrible at the wave. Let's not forget.
Probably is really hard. They're just really good at the game. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so Clutter,
Clutter
getting another qualifier.
Qualifying though.
They're
tied.
Yeah.
My God, they're equal.
Oh
they
my
have the same
God.
amount of points.
Oh my God, really? That was 58.
Well, we're stealing it right back.
Yeah. Oh my God, 4 minutes left to go in this. Oh my God. Exactly. Like, what are the chances of having the exact same points? Like 879 is a pretty big number, and having 879 to 879, just unreal.
Okay, so I want to do the math on that. Bagley, you're a math guy, right? Can you run the numbers on how likely that is to happen? That would be interesting to see. Oh, with the 78 death from Lunar.
Yeah, but qualifying puts him in the lead.
Nerves are hitting in here, though.
My teacher said I'd never have a... My teacher said that, you know, there'd never be a situation where I have a calculator on me, so I have to be good at math. But that doesn't matter because I always have a Bagley.
Exactly. Who needs a calculator when you have Bagley? Man, what a tight race this is. All we really need to see is one qualifying from Clutter that just goes far, and we...
That's right.
Right back to it.
And he's very comfortable with this level, so...
I feel like all the tension here is on Lunar, though, because it is all on him whether or not there's a chance for Mexico to snipe the W.
Yeah.
So the pressure has to start kicking in a little bit, at least. Unless they're just completely lasered in.
For sure. Yeah, so Lunar now a little bit ahead of Clutter in points and in the current attempt. Going to get to qualifying again. This is going to be a big attempt because getting a qualifying here basically forces Clutter to have to get very high percentage. Possibly, yeah, like Clutter will have to complete the level right now to bridge this gap. If not, at least get high in the qualifying.
Although there's still 2 minutes left. If Clutter dies to the 80s here and then gets another qualifying and Lunar just gets stuck, take the lead. They take the W.
That's right. And Clutter's getting very far. So if Clutter gets in the lead here with 150, Lunar is going to be forced into having to hit qualifying at least one more time. This is insane.
Another completion.
This is wow. Oh my God.
Lunar dying to the 40s. That is very massive.
So
right before qualifying.
So now they're both at the beginning of the level, essentially. Lunar's only at 12%, and Clutter is in the lead by just 17 points. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's 1 minute and 26 seconds left, so anything can happen at this point. It is anyone's game. Clutter with the death. Even these early deaths now are going to make or break this because if Lunar gets any qualifying, they're in the lead, and that's going to force Clutter to have to get at least one more qualifying. And Clutter with another death.
I'm just hawking in on Lunar, getting another qualifying right back into the lead.
Oh,
this could be huge. They only have about one more Pagoda left of time to play.
That's right. If Lunar,
this could be very important.
If Lunar can clutch out a victory, it's going to be very difficult for Clutter to get any points on that.
Are we going to see another completion from Lunar? If so, then we're going to have... another 78.
And Clutter is getting up to qualifying as well right now. So Clutter needs to get over 61%.
78 seems to be a massive choke for Lunar because that's the third 78 they've gotten.
Oh my God. So Clutter is... This will put Clutter in the lead no matter where they die at. So Lunar needs to get at least a qualifying on this. Now, the timer is about to run out. Okay. Oh my god, the timer's about to run.
That is huge.
This is essentially Lunar's last attempt. So 78%
78.
goes on for Clutter. And now Lunar, this is the last attempt that Lunar has to be able to clutch it out. So Lunar needs to get now, oh my god, 73%. Lunar needs to get 73% on this.
Spiking.
Yeah.
My heart rate is spiking for them. This is intense.
Oh my god.
Both of them are on their very last attempt. This is the last attempt they're allowed to play.
Okay.
There
so
we go.
Clutter's out
of the match. Will Lunar get to qualifying on the very last attempt?
Lunar's got to get 73%. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! 55.
55% of all time, I think.
Oh, what? Am I one? Am I one?
It seems like Lunar wins by 38 points with the last qualifying. Barely getting it over.
Okay.
You were ahead by 17 points until the last attempt.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. So here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, for some reason I thought they had to get 71 to win, but they won on the last qualifying one. I guess my points didn't update on my stream or something. So yeah, that's insane. That last qualifying round by Lunar just won. That was neck and neck the entire time. There were no pullaways. No one pulled away in one way or another. It was just neck and neck the entire time. That's absolutely insane. So I just got to say, Clutter and Lunar Ghost, this was the closest round of the night. You guys both played incredibly well, and it was such an exciting match to watch.
I think you traded first place, who was in the lead, at least like 10 times. It was like back and forth for like a solid 10 minutes straight. It was insane to watch. That was so exciting.
Yeah, you guys both played well. So, Clutter, how did you feel you played in that match? Are you happy with how you played?
Yeah, I'm so honored to play GDWT final match.
Absolutely. And getting the amount of completions you did on this live with that level, Pagoda, that level looked really hard. Now, me and Aeon were talking, so what do you think the hardest part of the level is?
It's probably 55 to 59. The UFO, that UFO is so hard. Like,
yeah, we comment on that. That
based.
UFO looked really brutal. Seeing a lot of deaths in that region. Like both of you just died to 55 to 59 like a ton. That looked really difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now, you guys crushed it. This was really exciting to see, and being able to commentate on it, it's been such a privilege. So you guys put on such a good show. Is there anything else you want to ask them, Aeon?
Would you recommend the level?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, wow, that's surprising. I thought it looked like it was a fun time. Lunar as well, you're saying no. That's surprising.
All right, well, you guys, it was extremely entertaining to watch, and both of you players are just amazing at the game, and I wish you the best of luck in future tournaments and just in Geometry Dash in general. So, wow, what a show. Thank you so much, guys. Good job to both of you. You did absolutely fantastic. All right, well, we're going to go for our last break, and then we're going to come back for the final level, which now that Mexico has won one, Lunar Ghost won a team point. It is 2-1, and it is anyone's game at this point. However, with that said, if Mexico does win the next match, the next round, then they're going to have to get a lot of points because there is quite a big point difference as well. But with a level like Citra, which is the next level that is a short level, there's the potential for a lot of points.
Can I mention something real quick?
Yep.
I've been informed that Lunar is like the single most clutch player of all time. They have won on the last attempt 3 matches in a row, winning against Brazil on Static Ignition on the 5 frame. That was the one we mentioned at the very start of the the match where Mexico won by 5 frames. That was Lunar versus Romania. Last attempt, 1 Spectrum Cyclone, and now on Pagoda, 1 on the last attempt.
Yeah.
That is clutch.
That is
unbelievable.
All right, guys. Well, GG's, and we're going to take a 5-minute break here. All right, chat. Well, what did you guys think about that? That was something else. Oh my goodness. That was something else. I am absolutely shocked that it went the way it did. We have seen some high level insane Geometry Dash play, because it is possible, like during this tournament, that you won't see people perform as well as they do. But like tonight, we've seen people at peak performance. We have seen Sonic World Rebirth beaten 10 times in 30 minutes. We have seen on Pagoda, a very, very difficult level that's on the top 150 demons list, beaten a few times, a handful of times, and getting past qualifying multiple times. This is a privilege to watch. Like, this is an amalgamation of some of the best Geometry Dash players in the world, and them performing at their best. It's pretty crazy. So what do you guys think? Are you guys having a good time? Oh, so did I say Sonic World? Sonic Wave Rebirth. Dude, I'll tell you guys what. Can I tell you a little secret? Can I tell you a little secret? Because of time zones, it's 3 a.m. where I live right now, okay? I'm commentating on this at 3 a.m. and I'm sick. Time zones, bro. Please understand. How am I keeping awake? Well, I took a long nap this afternoon. That's how. My family is sleeping. My kid's sleeping. Oh, my wife's sleeping too. I was gonna say maybe I'm being too loud because I'm commentating pretty loud, but I think they're sleeping soundly. Bring on the time zone spam. Yes. Yes. Boost the channel in the algorithm. Yes. Chat more. Yeah. Okay, just kidding. What's my favorite demon? I love Forest Temple. My favorite extreme demon is Artificial Ascent. It's a great one. It's absolutely a great one. Okay, one sec. I'm just getting the next round set up. Sorry, guys. AC6, yes, you should. Just kidding. Take a sleep, take a break from GD. Actually, we're going into the final round of the night. Round number 4. This is the final round between Korea and Mexico, with Korea in a 2-1 lead. So, final round of the night. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, the last round was absolutely insane. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect going into commentating on this, and I gotta say, man, oh man, I wasn't that huge of a fan of like these big tournaments. Sometimes I'd tune in like a long time ago, sometimes not very often. But I tell you what, I'm tuning in a lot now, or at least watching the VOD, because sometimes tuning into this, time zones are absolutely terrible. Yeah, Mexico's down 1,000 points, so it's going to be difficult, but it's still doable because Citra is a short level. But we'll talk about that. Okay, so timer's done. Let's get ready. I'm going to unmute my boy Aeon here. Aeon, you here? Yo.
Yes, sir. Back and better than ever.
Okay, awesome. Well, so we are moving on to the final round of the night. The level is called Citra, right? Citra?
You're on the wrong scene. It's the wrong names.
Wait, no, I'm on Citra.
It says Baeru and Diris.
What does it say?
Baeru and Diris.
Oh, oops. Yeah, that is not my fault. There was an image that I downloaded, and that one was the one that I downloaded for it. So, yeah. Oops. Oh well.
What's that one jingle that's like "Be right back"? There, curb your enthusiasm. There we go.
Yeah. Oh well. That's okay. So the names are not Baeru and Diris. It's okay. The names of the people, we will introduce them. I don't know if I should put like a font over top of them. I actually would probably have to just do that manually, but whatever. These players, it's the wrong names, but we'll introduce them who they are, and the name of it is in the description anyways, if you guys want to find out there. I'm not going to worry about like switching it midstream. So the streams aren't centered. That's because Laniakea just let go of their stream, or is restarting it because they were laggy. So we're running into a couple technical issues here. So just give us like a second. Yeah. Just give us a second to work it out.
Tournament without a technical issue. That's the rule of the world.
Yeah. Let me just go back to break time, but I'm not gonna deafen you. So like, Aeon, we can talk about stuff.
Have a little bit of a chit chat.
Yeah. Let me just get up here. Let me get the streams back up.
Yeah, what technical? Why are you causing us issues, man? Kind of rude.
All right, so the screens are centered again, and I do apologize about the names, but that's okay. So, oh no, one of the streams went away. Emiliano 56 went away. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why it keeps on like going out and disappearing. Weird.
I can send you the right thing.
It's not like double out. It keeps on, yeah, it keeps on like swapping. I hit multiple, but then like it keeps on like going on live for just like a second. And then there we go. Like I got it back up here. Okay. So let's just work with this. And let's just go from there. I think
do the right overlay.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
That's what I'm here for, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have the right overlay in just 1 second.
While we're fixing the issues, chat, how are you guys feeling today? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Hope everyone's having a good time.
Okay. Looks
just
like
excited for
good
the
to go.
final match of the finale.
All right, so it looks like we're good to go. So let's introduce this level. So the level is called Citra, and this is a short level. It's actually the shortest extreme demon in the game. When I made a video, what are the shortest demons of each difficulty? This was the shortest extreme demon. It comes in at 39 seconds. It was like 39.6 seconds. So apparently Aeon was telling me that it is very consistent but it's a very, very difficult level. It's number 124 on the top demons list. So it is the hardest level that's being played today, but it's also the shortest extreme demon in the game. So it's short and extremely difficult, but potentially consistent if you're good enough to be able to play it well. You have anything else you want to say about the level?
Not really. The only thing I really know about this level, like, is the fact that the 70s are apparently like absolutely unreal difficult. It's just one of those levels that you can get very close to qualifying all the time. But getting qualifying might pose a challenge because you hit like a wall once you reach like 60-ish.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see if these players can pull through with it. Although both Emiliano and Laniakea are some of the absolute best players in the world. So it's going to be very cool to see.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's start out with talking to the players. So the Korean player representing Team Korea is Laniakea. Laniakea is a name that I've seen in the GD community. I've never really interacted with them, but I've seen for a long time, many, many years. So Laniakea, can I ask you some questions? 영어로 또는 한국어로 질문 받고 싶어요.
한국어로 받겠습니다.
네, 한국어로 하자. Geometry Dash이 몇 년 동안 정도 하고 있어요?
저는 1.0 나왔을 때부터 계속 하고 있습니다.
오, 와우. 이렇게 오래 하고 있어요. 네. 이 레벨은 Citra. 몇 번 정도 연습할 때 몇 번 정도 성공했어요?
솔직히 클리어한 횟수로는 너무 많이 클리어 해가지고
네.
잘 모르겠는데 오늘만 최소 한 30번에서 40번 정도는 깬 것 같아요.
오, 엄청 많네요. 오, 30, 40번 오늘. Wow. All right. Well, Laniakea, 이 이름이, 엄청 오래 Geometry Dash 하고 있으니까 그래서 이 이름이 많이 봤어요. 제일 탑 플레이어. 그래서 수고하세요. 파이팅.
네, 감사합니다.
All right. So Laniakea is pretty consistent at this level. I asked how many times you've beaten this level when you were practicing, and they said that about 30 or 40 times today. Today. So
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, very, very strong player. And I asked how long they've been playing, and they've been playing since the very early days of Geometry Dash. So Laniakea is a very long time player of the game and has just remained skilled for an immense long period in the game. All right, Aeon.
And for Mexico, we have Emiliano, who is ranked 58 in the world, so another incredibly strong player, and the current ranked #1 player from Mexico, having beaten 28 out of the top 150, with Slaughterhouse being the hardest, which, again, mind-blowing how so many people can just beat Slaughterhouse, with significant progress on Akron, almost having beaten it with 83%. Emiliano, are you feeling good about today?
I'll go a little bit. I think I'm just gonna lose, but I'll try it.
I think you have it, man. Or have you played the level like a lot? Have you rebeaten the level a ton?
I rebeat it like 15 times only. I think I'm just fucked up, bro. Like, I'm lost.
I mean, 15 times for a level this hard is still insane. I cannot even imagine just getting this consistent with a level of this difficulty. But yeah. I believe in you. You got this. Good luck, and good luck to you as well, Laniakea. This is going to be exciting.
Well, I think, it is also very different playing this live in front of people and as a competition, instead of just playing it on your own. So we'll see. Anything can happen, right? I forgot to mention with Laniakea's introduction that Laniakea is the #1 best player in South Korea and #9 in the world, having beaten Abyss of Darkness and been in the top demons list for many years. So it's gonna be insane. So with Citra, because it's a short level, the timer is only going to be 15 minutes for this one. So it is a bit of a tight timer. So Mexico is going to have to win, and with a almost 1,000-point difference, it is doable. but it's going to be very hard. All right. So let's get ready to start the round. So players, please get to the menu screen and please refresh the level so we can see that the level is up to date. All right. So let us get ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck to both.
Yeah, it's going to be... I've seen this level played. Like I said, I'm a bit more familiar with this level than Pagoda, for example, because I did see this in the shortest Demons of each difficulty video that I made. And when I watched someone do this, my jaw just dropped to the floor. It is short, but just ridiculous. Like that 4 times wave section right there, just unbelievable. So Laniakea with some deaths already.
Ooh, a 50 death is brutal.
Yeah,
this early on.
That is brutal because... another thing that I forgot to mention, but it is on this stream, is the qualifying percentage of this is higher because it is a shorter level. It is 62% that they need to get points on the board.
Absolutely. And I want to mention something real quick because you mentioned that Laniakea is number 9 in the world, which absolutely unbelievable. What people might not know is that Laniakea is one of those people who has a tendency to change name. They went by Jeller before, and for those of you who have been around the community for a long time, you might recognize Jeller, because Jeller, now known as Laniakea, was also a top 10 player back when Technical was at the top of the leaderboards as well. So they've been in the top 10 for ages. They are an old school top player. It is so, I don't know if it's a me thing, but it's always so impressive to see someone stay so consistently dominant, especially in a game like this where I feel like the people at the top swap out fairly frequently, right? So being able to stay as consistently good at the game as Laniakea has done is just absolutely insane. Yeah, absolutely. I can see a few people in chat just mentioning that they didn't even know it was Jeller, because it's just one of those people who's just been around, and they've always been one of the best.
That's right, yeah, because like there are a lot of kind of, I guess, faceless players in the community that don't kind of do content like we've done, you know, putting our face cam in the corner. So if they change their name, like who would even know who's who? Yeah.
And Laniakea was also at one point supposed to be the #1 player if it wasn't for Space UK, which they were mentioned in a lot of the Space UK videos as one of the people who would have sat at the #1 spot for a little bit. So they've been around for ages.
Yeah.
Super skilled player.
Absolutely.
Which
absolutely,
I find
Robbed.
it to be a cool contrast, because Emiliano is a much newer player. They haven't been around for as long, but is a newly dominant player for Mexico.
That's right.
We're kind of seeing the young versus the old in this match, which is really cool.
By the way, Emiliano, as we were talking about that, we missed it with a qualifying attempt of 66.
Yeah, it seems like both of them are kind of struggling to find their footing here at the very beginning.
I mean, this is
it might just be because it's hard to see the laggy frame rate, but I don't know.
This is a hard level to get consistent at, though.
Laniakea getting 62 there, though.
Yeah.
I believe it was 62, unless it played an extra frame and it was actually 63.
Yeah.
You never know, because each percent on this level is like 2 split seconds long.
Yeah, so that is 62. Yeah, that was. So 62 to 66. So it is a very close round, essentially even at this point. But Laniakea, ooh, with a 45% death. So both...
It does seem like the nerves are kicking in hard here, though, for both players.
For sure, because we both know they're capable of beating this level. And Laniakea as well had said like 30 to 40 times today alone. But I wonder if the lag on the game, or like because of the stream lag, is actually causing lag like in the game itself. And then it may be messing them up, right?
Potentially. And that's something that hasn't really been talked about, though, is the potential for just their stream affecting input latency.
Yeah, for sure. Because
it could mess up muscle memory. And for Laniakea specifically, who has beaten the level so many times, that could be very detrimental.
Absolutely.
Although we are seeing qualifying, though.
Yeah, qualifying 66.
I believe.
Yep, 66. Yeah, this is the finals. So USA was out. I forget when USA went out, but pretty early. All right, so Emiliano getting to near qualifying. Oh no, the death right before 62.
Emiliano has had a lot of rough deaths in the 50s, it seems like.
Yeah.
Very, very brutal. And especially past the straight fly at 55%, which is aptly called the fishmonger straight fly, because if you die to it, it pops up a face and it just says fishmonger. That straight fly is absolutely ruthless. It is so incredibly tight. It is basically pixel perfect straight fly for like 2 clicks.
Ouch.
But it's very easy to die to because of how absurdly precise it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this level looks just way too difficult. Because this is the hardest level that's played today. It's number 124 on the list. And I think it's just in a high stress situation, I think it's just too difficult to be consistent, because we know both these players have beaten this level a lot. But it's, man, just being consistent in the middle of a tournament on it though must be extremely difficult. Laniakea with another qualifier though.
67.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just one of those I feel like it's kind of like starting to look a little bit like bad luck as well, because Emiliano, as Chad is mentioning, has died a lot to 54 to 61. And that is just incredibly unlucky at that point, because when you are this confident with a level, these kind of things are very easy to just like hyper fixate on, where you're like, you know, you can do it. But if you die there more than once, it's so easy for that to just snowball into like a bunch of deaths. I know it from my personal experience as well, when I'm trying to beat a level, if I just start dying like multiple times the same thing very frequently in the end grind of it, I will just stop playing, because I'm just going to keep dying there and it's just going to get frustrating, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Emiliano encountering the 54 to 61 deaths this frequently so early on must just sting, dude.
Absolutely, yeah, because he's died so many times right before qualifying, and that hurts. And then you get into that, you get that mental roadblock where, for me anyways, when I start dying to the same spot all the time, I just keep on dying there at the exact same spot.
Although Emiliano getting a 67 there,
that is good.
Well-deserved points back finally on the board.
That is good. But quite
Laniakea got fishmongered as well, the same attempt.
Yeah, quite the gap though, because it's not only about winning. Remember, Mexico also needs to get a lot of points to get in the lead.
Absolutely. There's a lot of pressure on Emiliano here, because even if he does win his round, which is obviously a huge honor to win, especially against such a decorated player as Laniakea, that's not enough for Mexico to take the win. He needs to have a 900-point lead on Laniakea to give Mexico the W. It's a lot of points, and especially when Laniakea is playing very consistently, similarly to Emiliano.
That's right. Yeah, that's absolutely right. So this is going to be anyone's game right now, I think. So if Emiliano can get over the mental roadblock of dying to like the 40s, then I think they're going to be able to get through here. Have you ever played this level?
No, I'm terrified of it. I know a lot of people really want me to play it. One of my mods beat this. They haven't beaten it yet. They have 92. It's one of those levels that they've played for ages. They really want me to play it. So maybe one day, but this is just one of those levels that even if it's not close to my hardest, it's just intimidating. This is an intimidating level. It's so densely packed with difficult gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah, Laniakea with another qualifying, by the way, to bridge, to make the gap even wider. And Laniakea looking like getting to another qualifying. So I think Laniakea is getting consistent now, getting more consistent. Another qualifier right there as well.
Getting into the groove.
For sure.
They're getting into the groove of it.
65 must be hard. I've seen a lot of deaths at 65.
Oh yeah, that wave is insane.
Yeah.
I was watching Zeronium beat this when he did. And for a very long time, he didn't take a long time to beat the level, but a lot of that time was spent just grinding from that 60 wave. That is a very tough part. Yeah, everything in this level is just insanely easy to choke.
Yeah.
It's one of those levels that it's very easy to just get stuck failing the same thing over and over again, especially if you start stressing out over performance, which is very easy to do in a scenario like this.
For sure. But with that said, it still is just a clear away.
Oh, another 61 death.
I know. That's so brutal. That's so unlucky.
It is really unlucky. And especially with Laniakea getting another run into the 70s. This is the best run of the match so far.
Okay.
79%.
79, but still very solid and just making the gap that much larger.
For sure. As Emiliano mentioned, the pressure is there. The pressure is high.
That's right.
Having a lack of confidence going into a match like this is going to be detrimental, especially when you need to play and perform under pressure.
For sure. And also it being only 15 minutes is you don't have a lot of time to kind of sit into it, and you don't have a lot of time to like get comfy with the level. Like you have to be able to perform right out the gate with only 15 minutes for this round.
Absolutely. And with a level like this, you can snap out those qualifying runs very quickly. So if one of the players just has a streak of like 10 attempts in a row, that's 500-600 points in a matter of just a couple minutes because of how short the level is. Reaching qualifying is only about 18 seconds worth of gameplay.
That's right.
So it takes 3 minutes to get a potential 600 points if you just played consistently.
Just looks like these timings are so brutal at the beginning. So it's so hard to get qualifying. Oh my god.
It is really tough, yeah. It looks fun though. I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing, but I do think the level does look very enjoyable if you are good at it.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's the thing is like some levels are not so fun if you're doing them as a new best. But some levels, if you're like above the skill level and you come back to them, like I imagine this one would be. Okay, so we're seeing a really good run from Emiliano right now. Over 90%. Ooh, dang.
The 93 wave, that wave is really scary.
Oh, too bad. That could have helped turn the tide.
I heard that wave is like the, if you don't die to it, you basically hack the level because everyone dies to it at least once. It's kind of one of those parts.
Yeah.
That wave is brutal.
Yeah, I guess it's just one of those wave patterns that's just super awkward, you know?
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing Laniakea get 67 as well, though. Another set of points on the board for Laniakea.
Yep, that helps to further the gap. It's looking pretty grim for Emiliano, unless Emiliano can get some full 100% clears here.
Yeah. Oh, I was wrong, by the way. My mod is 94, not 92. I've been corrected. My bad. 50 death from Laniakea, though. That's rough. Dying to the 50s must just suck so hard in the context of this. Like, I feel like when you're beating this level on your own, it's fine because you have all the time in the world. You're still playing consistently. You're getting decent runs. But in this context where you need to get 62 to get points, those 50 deaths have to suck.
For sure. Yeah, because it's all about the context of the rules, right? Like, if you're not performing and getting points, then that's it. You know, it's game over. Even if you're playing, like, what normal people would say, wow, you're playing extremely well. How consistent you would be to get to 50 every time, you know? But for this, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
You have to get past the qualifying. Yeah.
It's hard to find things to say, though, because it's just mesmerizing to watch, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I find this level very satisfying to look at. This is one of those levels that I really enjoy visually just looking at the gameplay because it just flows in such a nice, smooth way. It makes the gameplay enjoyable to just watch.
For sure. Yeah. No, it is. It's one of those, like, would you call it a flow level?
Kinda? Not really. It's hard to pinpoint. I feel like flow is such a term that people throw around to like describe bad levels with a lot of game mode changes, but I feel like it's very flowy in the sense that it just flows nicely and all the game or all the clicks just kind of like string together in a nice, satisfying way.
For sure, yeah. Because I guess flow kind of means like every click there's a game mode change, and it's like sometimes it's almost every click, but like sometimes it's not, so I guess you wouldn't really call it flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
this definitely falls under the satisfying to look at thing though. Like
oh yeah,
there's been a lot of Slaughterhouse victors in this tournament, and there's been PoCle with Cosmos, and those are just levels that you look at and you're like, that looks insane. It looks cool to watch, right?
Oh, for sure.
Watching someone play those levels is just so awesome, and I feel like this is one of those levels as well.
Yeah.
I just look at it and like, wow, that looks insane. That's so cool.
Well, and I'll tell you what, at my skill level, every single level that's in like the top 300, I'm like, that's insane. Like, it doesn't matter what one it is. Every one I'm like, yeah, no, it's crazy.
Ooh, Emiliano with an 80 something. I didn't catch which percent it was exactly because they have the fast restart time on.
For sure. But that
which
does
is
help.
one of the settings in GD.
I mean, it is
Those
still
89 points is very huge.
it is still theoretically possible if Emiliano beats this and then gets to the next one and gets like really high up there. It's theoretically possible to still clear, but one more death and then it's game over for sure. No, that's
Absolutely.
it. So then I think it's game over for the round because the level's 39 seconds. So even if they completed it, they wouldn't be able to bridge the gap.
Yeah, the big difference between Emiliano and Laniakea this match, though, is that Emiliano has had a lot higher percentages with the 93 and the 89. Meanwhile, Laniakea seems to be very stuck in the 60s, having more qualifying, but all of them dying in the 60s, with one of them surpassing the 70 mark.
Yeah.
It's one of those, they're just farming points with the lower percentages. Meanwhile, Emiliano gets fewer, but the percentages are higher.
For sure. And so it looks like they're on their final attempt right now. So Emiliano with 60% on the final attempt to get 60 points.
Ooh,
well, not 60 points because that's before 62. So almost, but not quite. I thought that was at 62, but I'm old and can't see. Okay. So the player scores ended with 541 to 381. So Korea does take the victory, which brings the team score to 3-1 in total. So Korea wins the entire GD World Tournament. Congratulations to Korea, and let's give them all a big congrats in chat because they have gone, like I said, a long way to get to this point. They have gone through the group stage, onto the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and now the finals, all the way to combat against a very solid team in Team Mexico. We saw some insane matches today. Absolutely unbelievable. So I just want to say a big congratulations, Laniakea. 잘 하는 것 같았어요? 오늘 Laniakea?
이게 연습한 대로 잘 안 나온 것 같아서 좀 아쉬운 느낌이네요.
네, 근데 조금 아쉬웠는데 맞아. 오늘 30번, 40번 클리어 했는데 지금 클리어 안 했는데 근데 이겼어요. 그래서 기분이 어때요? 이렇게 나왔으면.
이기기는 했지만 제가 연습했던 거를 다 보여드리진 못해서 되게 찝찝하게 이긴 그런 기분입니다.
네, 조금 이해해요. 좀 실망이 있어서 조금 이해해요. 근데 한국 팀 라니아키아도 엄청 수고했으니까 이겼으니까 축하합니다.
감사합니다.
All right, so Laniakea just mentioned that even though they won compared to like the amazing practice runs that they were doing earlier in the day, they're still disappointed in their performance, and they were hoping, even though they won, to kind of show more of what their true skills were. So they just feel a little bit disappointed in that.
And Emiliano, how do you feel?
So bad because, oh my god, I'm so
I can imagine, dude. I was paying attention.
I mean,
you were
bro,
getting very unlucky with the 55 to
bro,
61 range.
What was I dying at, bro? Like, what 60, bro? What the hell's that, bro?
Yeah, that's really unlucky. Did you feel like the pressure got to you?
No, actually no. I don't know why I kept dying there. I was not nervous and I was fine. I just kept dying.
That's
at
very
60
unlucky.
I don't know why.
You did play really well though. And how do you feel about the entire tournament though? Are you proud of you and your team throughout the entirety of the GD World Tournament?
I would say yes, but I think we could have just played better and win this thing.
That's fair. Yeah, it's reasonable to feel a little bit disappointed, especially when you get this far. But either way, really good job, man. You guys did fantastic. And before we do end off, I do want to give shout-outs to the full teams of both South Korea and Mexico, because even though 4 players from each country did play right now, there were more players for the entire team, with Mexico having Diris, Done, Emiliano, Lunar Ghost, who played today, but they also had Durflax, Memiux, and Yui, and the South Koreans had Baeru, Clutter, Laniakea, and PoCle, who played today, as well as Guraud, Hani, Ikarox, and Niside. Good job to both of the teams. Fantastic job. Eric, do you have any final words?
Yeah, I do. So I just want to say also a big thank you for being invited to the GD World Tournament. It was a pleasure to do. And congrats to Team Korea. And also congrats to Mexico for even just making it into the finals. I mean, it's both of these teams being here is an absolute accomplishment. And you guys, you performed very well. And it was exciting to watch both teams. We had some very close rounds, and we saw some amazing feats of Geometrash playing. Team Korea, they are the winner of the $600 prize pool. So let's all give a round of applause to them. They got a monetary win for this. It's crazy. Professional Geometry Dash has come a long way, and honestly, I'm just it's amazing to be a part of it. Just to recap, we saw some amazing things in Rage, Baeru versus Diris. We saw some amazing play in that. What a crazy level that is. We saw in Sonic Wave Rebirth, we saw PoCle literally beat it like 10 times in 30 minutes. It was just like, there was some unreal playing. Pagoda, that level, it was so crazy. 40 to 60% was so hard, and seeing them pass it so many times, seeing Clutter and Lunar goes past it was just unreal, you know? And then Citra being the hardest level of them all, even the fact that they were able to get points past 62% was insane. So we saw some incredible Geometrash gaming, and what a privilege it was to see it. So chat, I guess we will bid you guys adieu. Is there anything else we should announce, Aeon?
Absolutely. For those of you who enjoyed this, there is more to come. There are future tournaments that are going to be happening. If you guys see at the top of the chat, Eric has pinned an invite to the GD Discord server, the GD World Tournament Discord server. So join that if you want information on future things. There are going to be things like the GD United States Battle of the States, which is a tournament where each of the states has their teams and going to be battling. If you want to see someone like maybe Pop Up versus Zoink in a match, that could possibly happen. There's a possible European tournament, American continent, and Asia tournaments where the continents battle each other in a similar format to this, and other individual level races. So if you are interested in the GD World Tournament as a whole, join the Discord server. There's a lot of cool things planned for the future. If you guys want to check that out, or just thought this was cool in general, go for it, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff coming up.
And I'm going to as well.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Eric, for inviting me to co-commentate with you. I had a really, really good time. It was very fun.
It was a no-brainer. As soon as they're like, hey, Eric, do you want to join? I was like, absolutely. Do you want to co-comment? Or they said, who do you want to be to co-comment if you want it? And I was like, oh, I already know the answer. And I messaged you right away, and you messaged me back right away. And it was just like, when he asked me, who do you want to co-commentate with? And literally, you said yes within like 5 minutes. So it was great fun,
I had to get
man.
on the opportunity as fast as I could.
Oh, it was great fun, man. Honestly, it was so fun to do this with you, because it's been such a long time since we've like gotten together and done something like this, or just like had a talk, and God, it was great.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
Thank you all. Thank you to the moderators as well, Fox and Bagley. You guys killed it today too. You guys are wonderful. And yeah, I will see you guys. You'll probably see me very soon grinding Yada. You guys will see me soon. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. And of course, as always, peace.